say. A conversation that could last the end of the day. We got here in the dark. We took the long way down. Just to find out in somewhere inside this ancient town. And we talked about it all night. We thought we'd make it alive. And we talked about it all night. We thought we'd make it alive. We talked about it all night. Just to throw the planet at the first light. And we thought we'd make it alive. Or at least we'd give it an honest try. And we talked about it all night. We thought we'd make it alive. And we talked about it all night. We thought we'd make it alive. We talked about it all night. We thought we'd make it alive. And we talked about it all night. We thought we'd make it alive. A narrative waste of patches and light. We grew up in the suburbs and we cut all our size. Now just take a look at the super clear eyes. You're on the fender road, it bends a bit to the right. A couple more miles and I know we'll arrive. The rolling hills and valleys, well, they'll leave you alive. Now the people crowd our feet to halt the incline. A little bit more lest we waste our whole lives. We got here in the dark. We took the long way down. Just to find out in somewhere inside this ancient town. And we talked about it all night. We thought we'd make it alive. And we talked about it all night. We thought we'd make it alive. We talked about it all night. Just to throw the planet at the first light. And we thought we'd make it alive. Or at least we'd give it an honest try. A narrative waste of patches and light. We grew up in the suburbs and we cut all our ties. Now just take a look at the super clear eyes. You're on the fender road, it bends a bit to the right. The stones are left here at the beginning of days. And each step that was taken wore a little away. That in of itself, well, it was something to say. A conversation that could last the end of the day. We got here in the dark. We took the long way down. Just to find out in somewhere inside this ancient town. And we talked about it all night. We thought we'd make it alive. And we talked about it all night. We thought we'd make it alive. We talked about it all night. Just to throw the planet at the first light. And we thought we'd make it alive. Or at least we'd give it an honest try. And we talked about it all night. We thought we'd make it alive. And we talked about it all night. We thought we'd make it alive. We talked about it all night. We thought we'd make it alive. And we talked about it all night. We thought we'd make it alive.
Bonsoir. Hello. Bonsoir. Bananana. Soir. J'aimerais juste vous dire que présentement, on est en live sur Twitch, on est en live sur YouTube, puis on est en live sur Kick. Parce que j'ai réussi à faire mon multi-stream. Bonjour, comment allez-vous? Hola. Oui, c'est ça qui a pris vraiment full de temps, c'est que je setupais le multistream parce que OBS ne marchait plus. Mon ordi est en fin de vie. Comme j'ai décidé de tout reset, tout redémarrer. Et j'espère que là, le truc est clean. Où est mon VTuber? Where is my... Pourquoi mon VTuber est là? Ah! Il est là! Ok, il avait juste pas chargé. Ah, oh, ah, oh. Ah! Bonsoir! Donc, ouais. J'ai usé cette épée pour qu'on ait ses troubles à forme. J'ai tout désétagé. Ah, waouh! Waouh, waouh! J'ai déjà réussi à tout à désinstaller. J'ai tout téléchargé. J'ai tout setupé parce que là, il me demandait 42 certifications à toutes les fois. Écoute, c'est bien la double authentification, sauf quand tu essaies de te connecter à des affaires. Bonjour. Hum, hum. Ce soir, on va essayer de finir les mythes. Wow. On va essayer de finir. On a un combat ce soir. Ce soir, on se bat contre le cauchemar. On va commencer par voir où est rendu Candace. Je peux-tu faire ça? Je peux pas faire ça. On fera pas Candace. On va les noter parce que vraiment sinon je vais me perdre. Peux-tu faire ça? Je peux faire ça. Bon, on va aller faire. On va commencer par faire ça. Comment ça va votre semaine? Comment ça s'est passé votre semaine? J'ai les multi-chats. Le multi-chat a été implémenté dans Stream Element. Genre, ça change ma vie présentement. Moi, j'avais setupé ça comme de la chenoute, comme mode caca boudin. Puis maintenant, c'est implanté bien. C'est magnifique. Bus. La semaine crevante. Hier, j'ai procrastiné pour me reposer. Du coup, aujourd'hui, encore crevant. Hier, j'ai pas menti, j'ai dormi. Je me suis couché full tôt. Mais là, ce soir, je live. Puis demain soir, va falloir que je bosse. Va falloir que je bosse sur mes costumes. Parce que, no joke, là, j'ai 8000 plans, mais j'ai juste la chienne de faire mes costumes. Et ben, je me suis couché pas bientôt. Ça m'a coûté une blinde en stock pour les costumes. Je sais comment faire, j'ai juste peur de le faire. Il manque quelqu'un. Ok. Défi multijoueur, oui. J'ai le goût de mettre Barbara. Je vais être Barbara. Je vais heal. J'aime bien heal. Un autre joke, j'aime bien jouer heal. C'est simple. Désolée, je représente pas ma cause. Mais c'est vrai. Et j'ai bu une bouteille d'eau aujourd'hui. Aussi, j'ai bu de l'eau aujourd'hui. Mais j'avais mal à la tête. J'ai encore mal à la tête. Je run au cachet, je vais pas mentir là. Ah! Il.
The eye sweeps the lands. Lightning falls on the land of eternity. Go, Barbara. I am defeated.
Ben, est-ce que je peux rien faire pour toi? Tu perds de la vie normalement, comme. Je heal tout le monde, mais elle, son perso, il se tue tout seul. Ah, oh, ah, oh, ah. Le dude est saoulé, il a fait son attaque dans le vide. Pam, pam, pam. J'ai trop hâte de jouer au jeu qu'on a fait mercredi. J'ai trop aimé. En vrai, le Street Code, j'ai trop aimé. J'ai juste peur d'avoir sauvegardé genre vraiment à la fin. Vu qu'il nous reste comme 2 scènes à faire. Mais j'ai full de théories pour le jeu. Est-ce que je vous spoil mes théories? Parce que j'ai l'impression qu'on n'a pas de temps avant. Tu sais, on vient de découvrir les filles. Comme si le jeu est juste 2 chapitres, j'ai pas l'impression que ça va. Je sais pas s'il y a juste 2 chapitres, s'il y a plus que 2 chapitres. Mais j'ai pas l'impression qu'on est rendu tant loin dans l'histoire, donc j'espère que j'ai pas clenché le jeu et que le prochain live il se passe rien. On a eu 2 scènes, c'est fini. J'ai à connaître la suite aussi. C'est vraiment le fun. J'aime m'auto-ferrer genre à tout filmer. J'ai l'impression qu'il se passe rien, mais il se passe un truc. Il se passe pas de trucs. C'est juste que on est encore au tout début de l'histoire, genre. Et qu'il faut genre pas en parler, mais qu'il faut en parler. C'est ça, tu sais, il y a... Bonjour. On parle de l'escroc. Tu sais, dans les trucs qui s'est passé, on a vu que dans le squat de la personne sans-abri, il y a eu un symbole qu'il fallait pas en parler. Ça glitchait notre caméra. C'est louche que on se rappelle des trucs. First, la boîte. Moi, j'ai une grosse théorie. Est-ce que je vous spoil avec ma théorie? Écoutez, je vais me mettre dans cet écran-ci. Tant que c'est cet écran-là, je spoil ma théorie. Si vous voulez pas écouter ma théorie, bouchez-vous les oreilles. Puis genre, quand vous verrez plus cet écran-là, c'est parce que j'ai fini ma théorie. Ma théorie, c'est que la personne qui a envoyé la boîte... Ça spoil pas, c'est une théorie. Oui, mais il y a des gens qui veulent rien. Ma théorie, c'est que la personne qui a envoyé la boîte, c'est Swan. Pourquoi? Parce que Swan, elle avait des boîtes de déménagement. Puis ça l'a très emballé, genre, déménagement. Comme je crois que c'est Swan qui a envoyé la boîte. Parce que justement, elle savait qu'elle voulait partir. Comme elle savait qu'elle risquait de plus jamais reparler aux autres. Donc, en mentionnant les autres, genre. Et je crois qu'à l'intérieur de la boîte, il va y avoir la cassette de ce qu'on a filmé avec le magnétostop. Parce que vu que justement, il se passe des trucs un peu genre witchy, Swan, vu qu'elle filme tout le temps, en tout cas, ma Swan, elle filme tout le temps. Vu que ma Swan, elle filme tout le temps et je filme tout, je crois que dans la boîte, je crois que c'est Swan qui l'a envoyé, puis ça va être un film que Swan a fait. Justement de ce qui s'est passé pour que les filles s'en rappellent. Voilà. Fin de ma théorie. Nous n'en parlons plus. Il va juste avoir la vidéo avec les écureuils. Ok. Là, j'ai besoin juste de retourner. Ça, je vais vous mettre ça ici. Tadam! Là, on est à Candace. Là, on serait en Xiangling. Qui est ici. Aptitude. Ok. Il y a besoin de ça. On va aller fermer ça un peu. Je vais juste mettre TP à l'IU. Pourquoi il y a des gens qui veulent me parler? Who is that? C'est quoi votre sorte de comme glacé préférée? Ah, mais! Oh non! Soit il s'est perdu, comme une certaine boîte de rame. Voyez ma boîte de rame. Soit envoyé. Moi, je pense qu'il a été envoyé exprès plus tard, mais. Mais genre, encore, pourquoi il est à First, comment ils ont fait pour l'envoyer aussi tard? Soit que l'une d'entre elles est une incroyable. Est une incroyable comédienne qui fait quoi? Vous avez reçu un colis? Wow! Soit Magic. le taggle, c'est magique là. C'est...
Smells great, doesn't it? This is the first of Yingar's new batch. She sent me a small box of samples. Oh, hey, traveler. Come over. Give this scent a... Ding, ding, ding. That's right. Just a
C'est
few
pas ça que
days
je voulais
ago,
faire, je
I was
sais quoi.
passing by Yingar's place and saw her looking all worried. So I asked her what was wrong. She told me that she wanted to make some new perfumes that
Ça, c'est un
would be
détail
really
qui envoyé un.
appealing, but that she'd
Qui envoie un
been
truc
racking her
jaloux.
brains for days without any good ideas. So
C'est le chum de
she
Dylan.
asked me if I could
C'est le
think
chum
of
de
a
Dylan.
scent that would be novel, popular, but also something completely untried by any other perfumer. So I said to her that most perfumes are made from flowers or plant extracts. So why not try making one that smells like food? It'd definitely be really fun.
Elle est trop cute, puis j'ai pas son skin parce que j'ai pas assez joué.
Nourris-moi, nourris-moi.
J'ai quasiment pas joué. Hein. Je passe ma vie à juste speedrun la quête dans Nikki. J'ai fini mon pull, by the way. J'ai fini mon pull. Accroché, puis à faire mon costume, genre. Je speedrun. Celle qui a le droit. Ah, comme faut que j'aille parler à tout le monde. Ah, oups. Je comptais pas forcément aller parler à tout le monde. Il y a beaucoup de gens. Il y a des Luc! On ira pas loger après. Donc, votre sorte de crème glacée préférée, gang. Si vous dites pistache, vous êtes ban. La crème glacée à la pistache, c'est une arnaque. Les gens qui ont fait de la crème glacée à la pistache, leur seule anecdote, c'était de me donner des... non. Leur seul mantra, c'était de me donner des faux espoirs. Pardon. Parce que je pense toujours que c'est de la crème glacée à la menthe. Ça se résume à de la crème glacée aux pistaches.
Reduced to just standing around. How absurd.
T'es allergique aux arachides? Non. Mais je préfère la crème glacée à la menthe. Est-ce que je mets cette équipe-là? Je me suis pissée. Je vais quand même mettre mon autre. Menthe à tout. Ça dépend lesquels. Mais menthe genre double chocolat, oui.
Don't be scared. Oz reveal by. Got lucky that time. Don't blink.
Birds call!
With sword comes shadow. Incoming.
Midnight Phantasmagoria.
Speed of light.
À la menthe. À manger à boire, cru, cuit en glace, en soupe, en thé, en smoothie, en gazpacho à la poêle, en pizza, dans les céréales du matin. C'est une feuille puis ça se mange à toutes les sauces. Ouais, mais genre... Du chocolat à la menthe, ça peut être bon, mais tu peux t'en lasser. Genre... Je suis team menthe et tout, ok? J'ai pas de mentir, genre... La menthe, c'est vraiment bon. Mais... La crème glacée aux fraises... T'es rarement déçu d'un produit qui goûte la fraise. Genre, c'est pas comme le chocolat. Le chocolat, là, ça peut être décevant du chocolat. De la fraise, c'est rarement décevant.
Incoming. Nowhere to hide.
Même chose, le caramel, tu peux être déçu. La fraise, tu peux être rarement déçu. Ça sort à max. À max, ça, là. À max. Comment ça va? Genre, no joke, ok? Ça va, je chill, on chill. On vient juste de commencer. L'autre joke, j'étais comme, c'est le ramadan aujourd'hui. Je suis désolée. Oh non, je parle de bouffe depuis tantôt. Oh non. Bonne chance, bon courage. Écoute, t'es juste plus heureux de manger ton souper. Je suis désolée. Autant que souci en mouchant en gel. Ouais, mais tu trouves pas que... Je confirme que la menthe, c'est une plante incroyable. Mais tu trouves pas que des fois, genre... Tu surdoses?
Don't blink. With sword comes shadow.
Wind strike!
By royal decree. Wings of darkness. Come, sever neck.
As one
Moi, exagéré, c'est mon deuxième prénom. I know, mais quand même, genre.
Change of plan. Speed of light. Ready, go!
C'est de la fraise. En même temps, VTuber est à la menthe. C'est vrai que Bouvet a un peu des feuilles de menthe sur la tête. Parce qu'elle est verte. Je suis pas verte! Je suis bleu turquoise. Je suis pas bleu.
Don't be scared.
Comment ça se pas assassiner sur des couleurs? Parce que l'autre fois qu'on s'est assassiné sur des couleurs, on a découvert que quelqu'un était daltonien. Comme...
Nowhere to hide.
À la lumière, je vois bien qu'elle est bleue. Je vous confirme qu'elle est bleue.
As one with wind and cloud.
Mhm. Je sais pas si c'est vert ou vert. Non, mais c'est le vert de terre vert qui va vers le vert. Vert? Kazu. Ah, j'aime bien Kazu. Ils ont tous des noms normaux sauf lui. Sauf que Yao Yao c'est un nom normal. Sauf que Yao Yao c'est un nom normal. Kazua. Juju Bloom. Mais. Kazua, c'est un king, ok, genre. Il est incroyable. Il carry ma team alors qu'il est pas censé. Donc, à part le fait que la menthe c'est bon dans tout, c'est vrai que c'est pas le meilleur dans chaque domaine. Effectivement! Genre, la crème le sait. On va juste se taper là, on va aller parler à Luc. Ma glace... Ah! Ah! Ma glace préférée, quand j'ai le choix, je prends ce que j'ai pas encore goûté. J'aime presque tout sauf au café. J'aime pas le café non plus. Bark, 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 bark. Je comprends pas les gens qui peuvent aimer le café. J'aime pas le café. Puis j'aime pas les trucs qui goûtent le café et tout, comme les coffee crisps. Nope. Puis quand je reçois des boîtes, genre... avec des chocolats de saveurs différentes, j'essaie. Soit je grimace parce que j'ai pris celui au café sans faire par exprès. Soit j'essaie de me débarrasser de ceux du café puis de les échanger avec d'autres mondes. sais qu'on comprend pas qu'il y a les personnes qui prennent du café, c'est comme tu dis, je comprends pas qu'il y a les personnes qui fument, qui regardent la télé, y a rien à comprendre. Ben regarder la TV, tu peux. Je vais pas en dire que tu peux regarder la TV, genre. Mais le café. Je vois pas les gens qui regardent la télé, mais pourquoi? C'est un média comme un autre? Après, on n'a peut-être pas la même télé. Effectivement. Ça dépend c'est quoi que tu considères aussi à écouter la télé. Genre, est-ce que tu considères que Netflix t'écoute la télé? Moi, je considère que Netflix écoute la télé. C'est le format télévision. Netflix VOD, c'est justement tout le contraire de la télé. Non. Excuse, mais la TV, c'est littéralement le journal à la télévisée, des événements directs et les séries télé. Les chaînes de télé. Je sais pas. Genre, excuse, mais moi j'ai grandi avec Télé-Québec, avec Vrac la vie, avec Télétoon. Genre, excuse, mais genre, les émissions de rénovation de maison, c'est un mood, ok? Puis il y a ça sur Netflix. Sur Netflix, il y a littéralement des télé-réalités, genre. Puis, puis je peux pas chialer non plus sur les exemple TV NVX. Sur Netflix, c'est VOD. Ils ont juste enregistré avant. T'as juste le moyen plus plate. Avant, tu peux les écouter live. Maintenant, t'es juste plates. T'es déjà, genre. Mais est-ce que je t'apprends que toutes les émissions TV ne sont pas en direct? Est-ce que je t'apprends qu'il y a des émissions que ça fait 4 ans qui sont tournées puis qui passent encore sur des chaînes TV? Mieux, do you know que la plupart des émissions sont enregistrées au moins 3 mois d'avance puis c'est juste qu'ils décident de le passer quand ça leur tente d'y passer? Mais est-ce que tu sais qu'il y a du montage? Qui en théorie fait une vidéo qui ne décide que de la diffuser à un certain moment? C'est-à-dire? Ben, que souvent, genre, ils filment une saison. Puis ils commencent à la diffuser quand la saison est finie. Je sais pas, qu'est-ce que tu considères comme de la TV non plus, là? Ça reste un... Filmé depuis 10 ans, ou pas à la TV, il faut être devant à l'heure où ça passe. T'as pas un enregistreur chez vous? T'as pas un encodeur? Et il y a les VOD, comme Netflix, c'est de la TV.
Ancient alchemy truly is fascinating.
Chippy chippy chee. Est-ce qu'il y a des filles qui doivent attendre le lendemain pour voir l'épisode suivant pour une série qui a 10 ans? Oui. Je demande car j'ai pas Netflix, donc ça se trouve, il y a des séries qui ont. Il y a des séries sur Netflix qui ont genre la saison 1, 2. Ils ont pas la 3. Quand faut attendre qu'il y ait la 3 pour l'écouter. Puis sur Netflix, des fois, ils sortent genre par batch de 3 épisodes. C'est juste que la TV, ils ont plus de slots que de slots disponibles que d'émissions. Genre, vrac la vie, ça faisait 5 ans que c'était fini, ça passe encore, genre. Parce que c'était encore populaire. Ça sort. Ça sort, Kézor. Ou. Comment se dit ton pseudo? Monsieur Kézor. Monsieur Kézor. Monsieur Kézor. Merci beaucoup pour le follow. Ouais, la différence, c'est que sur Netflix, le contenu sort, alors qu'à la télé, il passe. Mieux, ta haine envers la TV, je pense que c'est juste que t'avais pas un enregistreur pis t'arrivais pas à temps pour écouter tes émissions. Écoute, moi, quand les menteuses passaient, j'enregistrais les menteuses. Si j'étais pas là, puis je l'écoutais après. C'est genre Monsieur Ezor. Chill. Ok. En capiche. Monsieur Ezor. Pardonnez-moi, monsieur. Moi, c'est l'équipe. Enchanté. On s'assigne sur la télévision ce soir. Je suis fatiguée. Mais c'est correct. Je vois Xiao, je suis content. Xiao, c'est mon main depuis que j'ai eu Xiao. Attends, pardon. J'ai oublié le petit effet dramatique. Depuis que j'ai eu Xiao, Xiao est dans mon team et ma team. Xiao n'a jamais quitté ma team. Xiao, c'est le chouchou. Depuis! L'autre barre. L'autre barre. Ah! Tasse-toi. Ah ah! Depuis que j'ai eu Xiao. Xiao est dans ma team. Ah, tasse tes bras. Ok. Xiao is the best. Xiao, c'est le bébé du jeu. Mais je dis qu'on se débarrasse de Lumine puis on fait que parler de Xiao. Là, j'ai cassé mon interface. Ok. I'm back. C'est bien ça. Les mains de Xiao, c'est des gens importants. Je trouve qu'il n'y a pas assez de gens qui pensent à main Xiao. Ils sont là pour... Oui, mais la strat, non, on s'en fout de la strat. Xiao. C'est notre lover boy. Il s'est sacrifié 6 fois pour nous autres. Les autres le font pas. Lui, oui. Love him. Ok. C'est genre là, je l'ai 100% il y a 3 jours. Je l'ai pas 100% encore. J'ai commencé. J'ai arrêté. J'ai arrêté. J'ai arrêté. Je déteste Sumeru. Mais j'adore Montserrat, j'adore. Liu, ça c'est compliqué. Lui, Inazuma, il y a des îles que j'aime bien. Il y a des îles de Shaitan. Qui veut me parler? Ah, c'est Kokomi. J'adore Fontaine. Fontaine, c'est chill. Mais le problème, c'est qu'il est sorti après Sumeru comme haha. J'adore notre clan et tout. C'est juste qu'ils sont sortis après Sumeru. Things are going great. Il me manque juste Fontaine le désert. Moi, j'ai perdu la motivation et le problème, c'est que je suis tombée dans un autre jeu. Donc, Genshin, on y joue le vendredi. On y joue le vendredi, c'est correct. De toute façon, je suis pas là pour les stats. Je suis pas là pour faire des gros chiffres. Moi, je suis là parce que je suis la petite histoire puis j'attends que l'histoire sorte. Puis le Borziao. Là, oui, pardon. Cette semaine, gang, cette semaine, il y a le dernier tome des filles modèles qui est sorti. Okay? Les filles modèles, j'ai commencé à lire ça quand j'avais... I was young. J'avais 1-2 ans. Coller les chiffres, ok? Ok? 10 plus 2 ans. J'ai commencé à lire ça quand j'avais 10 plus 2 ans. Dites pas la phrase, ok? Vous essayez de faire ban. Ça fait donc 3 ans, non? J'avais 10 plus 2 ans. Bien? Oui, ils sont bannés! Ok? Oui, mais j'avais 1 et 2. Genre. Un à côté de l'autre. Bref. J'en ai 21. Ok? Est-ce que vous voyez la longueur de la série? Mieux, dis pas... Mieux, faut pas dire ça. Parce que si tu dis genre la phrase « j'ai... » T'entends, hein? Tu peux te faire ban dans le chat. Et je peux me faire ban dans le chat. Donc faites pas ça. Dites-le pas, marquez-le pas dans le chat. S'il vous plaît. Merci. Donc. J'en ai 21. Vous imaginez donc la série a genre duré 10 ans. Le tome 19 est sorti, ok? Même si on le a passé. T'en donc pas le diable. Fais-toi donc pas ban ton compte, s'il te plaît. I will not try this. Hein? Comme ça fait, la série a genre pris 10 ans à sortir. Le tome 19, qui est le tome final, vient de sortir. Déjà là, vous dites le tome 19, girl, t'aurais pu faire un effort, t'aurais pu en sortir 20. Effectivement, c'est ce que tout le monde pense. Mais le tome 19 est le tome final. Sauf que on va les compter ensemble, ok? Parce qu'il n'y a pas 19 tomes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. En théorie, en théorie, il y en a 19. En pratique, il y en a 24. OK? Donc, quand même, elle aurait pu en faire un 25e pour que ce soit beau. Ou elle aurait pu en faire un... Non, il y a 3 hors-séries, puis il y a 2 tomes qui sont séparés en tomes par 1, tome par 2. Donc, regardez, elle aurait comme faire 20 tomes, parce qu'il y a quand même... Ou 25 livres, parce que 25 puis 20, c'est plus beau que 19 puis 24, OK? OK. Bref. J'ai été acheter le tome 19 lundi. Le problème, c'est que il me reste... Je suis 3 tomes en retard. Il y a 3 tomes que j'ai pas lus. Avec le nouveau, OK? Sauf que ma pote part en Europe dans 10 jours. Et ma pote aussi a lu les livres. Sauf que ma pote est là, j'avais pas voulu les acheter. Comme à mes vols. Comme moi, j'allais les acheter, elle les lit. Elle est contente, t'es contente. Sauf que là, j'y ai passé mon tome 19, qui est le tome final, pour que elle puisse le lire avant qu'elle parte en voyage. J'ai juste reçu un message fucking random. Tu sais, on parle, il y a la conversation normale. Puis à un moment donné, il y a juste un. Ah, sa mère, je suis plus capable, elle peut pas finir ça. Non, pas Nox. Il y a une autre copine là, que je vous ai jamais parlé. Nobody knows. Elle a. Ah, sa mère, elle peut pas finir de même, genre, je vais broyer. Cette personne est un petit bulldog français, ok? Elle n'a aucune émotion dans la vraie vie, ok? Vraiment, tout le monde pense que elle déteste tout le monde. Mais en vrai, vraiment, elle aime tout le monde, c'est juste qu'elle a aucune expression dans la vie. Puis là, genre, elle va broyer pour un livre. Pas parce que ça finit mal, pas parce que ça finit bien. Non, non, juste parce que c'est fini. Ça finit, puis ça fait 10 ans qu'elle est impliquée là-dedans. Comme j'ai hâte de voir comment ça finit, parce que là, je suis impliquée, moi et tout. Là. Ça fait 10 ans que je suis impliquée dans cette relation avec ce livre-là, puis là, je pense qu'il y en a plus. Genre, je vais quand même continuer à attendre qu'il y ait une suite, là.
I wonder when I'll be.
So, ma pote, elle me parlait de. Elle me parlait sans me spoiler, elle faisait juste me parler de sa frustration du livre. Puis t'es comme, j'espère qu'il va y avoir une série. Puis là, s'il y a une série, là, c'est pas vrai que c'est fini, là. Hey, c'est pas vrai que c'est fini. Puis, s'il y a une série, je vais me proposer pour le cast. Bonjour. Écoutez-moi, s'il y a une série pour les filles modèles, je me propose pour le casting. Je ressemble full à un des personnages. Genre, faire vivre l'héritage de cette série. 10 ans, gang. 10 ans, pis on n'en revient pas que c'est fini, genre.
Add Astra.
Je nous trouve vieille. J'ai l'impression d'être une boomer, genre.
Add Astra.
Dans mon temps, on était investis. On l'est encore, mais... Comme bref, si vous voulez lire un petit livre pas prise de tête, je vous conseille Les filles modèles. Aussi, pardon. Aussi. Le premier tome, ok? Petite mise en contexte des filles modèles. Le premier tome, ils sont à la fin de leur secondaire 1. Ok? Le tome 2, c'est pendant les vacances d'été entre secondaire 1 et secondaire 2. De 3 à 19 sont en secondaire 2. Le temps passe pas pareil, ok? Comme dites-vous qu'il y a 20... J'ai dit 24 moins 3. 24 moins 5. 19. Il y a 19 tombes qui se passent en secondaire 2. Oh, il me fatigue. Comme c'est un drame de notre vie aussi que les filles, on va jamais passer en secondaire, tout le monde ne saura jamais si on vu leur sexe sa main. Tu me ressens un creux vide à l'intérieur de toi. Ben moi, c'est pas fini, il me reste 3 tombes. Il me reste 3 tombes à lire. Pardon. Comme là, ma pote est fâchée avec moi parce qu'elle part dans 10 jours. Et j'ai pas... Parce que moi, j'ai dit que je voulais tout... Merci, merci. J'ai dit que je voulais tout relire les tombes avant de lire les derniers. Puis là, elle est frue parce qu'elle peut pas m'en parler avant qu'elle parte en voyage. C'est ça, être une bonne amie de gang. Ah non, faut que je refasse des voix, c'est vrai. Ah! J'ai rassemblé toutes les informations clés dans les livrets. Ils ont été imprimés et distribués avec l'incantation du rituel.
Remarkably efficient, Ayato. How are things with the Tenryo Commission?
Nous avons renforcé nos défenses afin de pouvoir faire face aux fragments de cauchemar. Maintenant, nous n'avons plus besoin de nous soucier des sosies. Nous pouvons être beaucoup plus efficaces.
Oh, you're all here.
Avec votre arrivée, nous pouvons être davantage confiants quant à la force de nos défenses. Il faut néanmoins rester vigilants. Nous devons faire toute notre part pour donner à Liki et à la Shogun des meilleures chances de vaincre cet ennemi.
Well, it's a relief to have you all in
Je
our
sais
corner.
pas les rassoirs, là. Attendez un peu, où est Ayaka? Les préparatifs du festival étant terminés, nous pouvons nous occuper d'autre chose. Disons qu'Ayaka aide actuellement des gens qui en ont besoin.
Those in need?
La plupart des équipes de développement de jeux manquent de main-d'œuvre. Ayaka et quelques autres personnes sont et les aider.
I'm sure you'll run into her as you walk around. Oh, and just a reminder, you need to select the best game later tonight.
Oui, oui.
Most importantly, don't forget to enjoy yourself. We need this event to be as joyful as possible if we want the plan to work.
Oh, j'avais presque oublié le plan.
Once you're done experiencing the festival, you should check in with A.
Cameron, je te fais pas confiance.
Ah, Captain. Swordfish 2, salute.
Ouah, ça fait longtemps. Absolument. Au début, l'équipage était un peu réticent à aider, mais lorsque je leur ai dit que vous étiez la représentante du festival, ils se sont tous portés volontaires.
Some Watatsumi Islanders aren't too concerned about the festival or the safety of Narukami Island.
But if they knew it was for the captain of Swordfish 2, I'm confident everyone would be here in a heartbeat.
Je suis pas certaine de mériter autant de loyauté. J'ai doute que vous ayez le choix à ce stade, Liki. Même les paroles d'une prêtresse divine ne suffisent pas à les convaincre les habitants de l'île de Watatsumi de Narumiki d'oublier le passé. Ça demande de la patience, de la communication et surtout l'aide de personnes très spéciales. Votre rôle de représentante lors de ce festival et ma collaboration avec Mizuki font le pont entre les îles de Watatsumi et Narumiki.
I never considered that angle. You possess wisdom beyond your years, Kokomi. On par with a certain other shrine maiden I know.
Mizuki, did you get any sleep at all?
I'm fine. Sometimes you need to push past your mental limits to unleash your full potential. I've seen that many times in my line of work.
Je vais prendre ça pour un nom.
I will. The good news is the ritual is all set. That means the festival can proceed, and we can focus on realizing our vision. As for the more pressing matter, once the nightmare fragment appears, we will begin the ritual, but it needs time to take effect. You and the Shogun are the only ones who can subdue the enemy until then. Do you remember what I told you yesterday, before you left for Isa Bathhouse? Humans, yokai, and archons bear the same capacity for emotion, and are naturally susceptible to the same mental turmoil. It's very possible that someone who appears strong on the outside has learned to compartmentalize their negative emotions, and that is far from healthy.
Je m'en souviens.
Good. I trust you won't let the Shogun shoulder this alone. Not anymore.
Thomas! Oh, Thomas qui a plus d'équipe. Thomas qui a juste plus d'équipe. Hé, Thomas, mon frère. J'entends tout seul que t'étais dans la panade. L'équipe imbattable de l'inégal de concepteur de jeu d'Arataki est là pour te venir en aide. Ah, je suis pas certaine de l'autre que la plupart d'entre eux pourront apporter. Mais au moins, je suis une conceptrice de jeu agréée. Je suis vraiment désolée tout le monde, j'étais tellement concentrée sur le jeu que j'ai pas du tout marqué Kinkatsu et les autres.
Your fault. Bakedanuki are powerful. Even Shosei couldn't smell them.
C'est vrai, nous n'avons rien remarqué non plus. Ah, l'équipe Paimon. Pas de chichi avec les détails. Je suis sûre que tout ce qui veut les Tsunume Kyokozu et ces petits gars, c'est que tu honores leur dernière volonté et que tu termines ce que t'as commencé. Et c'était magnifique, patron. Mais on parle de dernière volonté pour les personnes qui sont mortes. Mortes? Dans le genre le sommeil éternel, la clap de fin, le dernier tour de piste. Kenta, t'as copié mon mauvais tour?
Stupid. Stupid only really help make game?
Nous verrons. Mais comme tu l'as dit, je vais faire de mon mieux pour terminer ce qu'on a commencé.
By the way, where are the real Hitotsume Kozo and his friends? And what about Tetsunosuke and the others?
Après ce que les trois se sont évanouis, les Bakedanuki les ont cachés chez eux pour qu'ils soient en sécurité. Mais sous l'influence d'un fragment de cauchemar, les Bakedanuki ont bon cœur. Quant à Tensuki et les autres, ils ont été chargés de préparer le rituel comme punition pour avoir provoqué toute cette panique. C'est une sorte d'exemple pour leur montrer ce que c'est vraiment du travail toute la nuit. Ah, on reconnaît la patte de Miko. Et une fois que vous aurez résolu cette clé, je pense que je rassemblerai toute la bande. Itsuki, Kozu, Yoku, Kappa, Kinkaku, Kitpasu, Tetsunuki aussi. On va tous jouer à Nintetsu et Fupasu à cœur joie. Book.
Don't you think this puzzle is a bit too complicated? If we make this small adjustment, it'd be a lot easier to understand, don't you think?
You're right. I never thought about it that way.
Bien joué, Ayaka. Je savais que vous seriez une excellente complément à l'équipe.
Oh, no. You two did all the hard work. You made it easy for me.
Bonjour.
Oh, when did you get here?
Just now. Seems like you're a natural, Ayaka. A real game developer at heart, huh?
Je me souviens que vous avez dit vouloir créer un jeu un jour ou l'autre.
Oh, you remember that. Well, Brother had everything covered, so I asked Yoimiya if she could use a hand. I'm just glad I didn't turn out to be an inconvenience.
Des problèmes? Nous étions dans un fameux pratiquant. Vous nous avez sauvés.
In a jam? Because jam is sticky, and we got stuck. Not that kind of jam. But it doesn't matter. We just need to get this done.
Traveler, Lady Guji told me about the upcoming battle. As I understand it, this is an extremely dangerous endeavor, and the rest of us can only help from the sidelines. Our thoughts and prayers are with you. Be careful.
Do. Hey! Je fais comme je veux pas y parler, mais je fais comme Hey! Bro, pourquoi t'es là?
It's you. Before battle, it is imperative to calm the mind. If you have unfinished business, see to that now.
Je suis prête.
Then, come meditate with me.
Vous semblez troublé.
Since leaving the plane of Euthymia, I seem to experience this feeling more and more, whether in the markets of Inazuma or before the sacred Sakura.
J'ai ma part de responsabilité là-dedans. Je suis désolée.
No, it may not be a bad thing. In the plane of Euthymia, I could not perceive the consequences of my choices, but that did not preclude their impact. It is only natural that I would feel their effect one day. Even a god cannot sever the link between cause and effect.
Non.
I have come to realize that isolating oneself from all engagement is no way to reach a true state of euthymia. I will not unleash Muso no Hitotachi this time. I can only support you in the battle ahead, using illusion against illusion, dream against nightmare. The ultimate success of this plan comes down to you, traveler.
C'est un plan de dernière minute. Nous ne savons pas exactement à quoi nous allons être confrontés. Il peut échouer à tout moment. Mais une chose est sûre. Cette fois, vous ne l'affronterez pas seul. Puis là, le méchant, il nous check d'en haut. Wahaha. Non, pardon.
Did we do it?
Ah, juste à temps. Et voilà le travail. Waouh, super! Un grand bravo à toute l'équipe.
The Arataki Gang rules!
Qu'est-ce que... Pas de panique. Suivons simplement le plan.
Prepare yourself, traveler.
Je suis prête.
All right, follow me.
Et tous ses abdos. Et là 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 là.
To think, there would be a day when we would fight in the plain of Euthymia, side by side. Be on your guard, traveler.
God of thunder, heed our call.
An end to this illusion.
Yeah! Je suis tellement pas bonne pour parler. Là oui, la Shogun elle est immunisée, moi je me mange juste les dégâts.
Shatter the night, unmask it all.
Yeah! Regarde, c'est long.
I lend you my power. I grant you the Shogun's blessing.
I did it! I guess I did it.
God of Thunder, heed our call.
Shatter the night, unmask it all!
With your might, let illusions fall.
Merci, monsieur.
Wake up! Wake up! Makoshi-sama! Makoshi-sama! Are you okay?
We thought you'd been eaten alive by that beast.
Mother!
Do what you must. Just save her.
This nightmare, it's beyond our skill to heal.
A nightmare. It felt like an endless nightmare.
Sleep in peace. This time, only sweet dreams await.
Aww. Hmm. La nuit tombe, les jeux sont prêts, les festivals limités
For
commencent.
many of us, I'm sure the last few days have seen unforgettable levels of stress and fatigue. But
Fatigue!
for now, I hope we can put the past behind us and enjoy a night of pure, unadulterated fun.
Fatigue!
Now, before we kick things off, our representative will announce the award for Best Game.
Le prix du meilleur jeu revient à... Ok. Le problème... c'est que je trouvais que le meilleur jeu, c'était... les deux... Je pense que c'est les deux bougies... C'était celui de Seiyu, ok? Le meilleur jeu, c'est celui de Seiyu. Mais, pour le drama, on va dire l'arrivée d'une petite grenade. Mademoiselle Musky, ça veut dire que notre collaboration peut...
So full.
C'est la patente que vous soyez complètement reposé. Ok. Ah!
The winning team
Ça
will
va.
take home a sum of prize money courtesy of the Yashiro Commission, along with the Tanuki Game Award. In addition, our special guest has the honor of announcing a special award. Shogun, if you could.
This special award recognizes the team with the most immersive game. And that goes to the creators of the horror game, The Doppelganger Incident. Kinkaku, Ginkaku, and Tetsunosuke.
Huh?
Oh, wow.
So it was a horror game all along. I really thought I'd seen a ghost.
Wow, that takes immersive to a whole new level. Baketanuki are something else.
C'est une bonne idée. Désormais, les gens n'ont plus aucune raison d'avoir peur des démons. Et je pense pas plus que... Non, c'est blablabla.
In the name of the Narukami Ogosho, and I promise you this. No human shall infringe on your peace without cause.
Shogun, is the best!
Shogun is the best!
Qu'en est-il du plan de développement du shogunat?
The whole purpose of the investigation was to avoid disturbing yokai territory. Besides, the world is a big place. Humans, yokai. There's more than enough room for all of us.
Ça me gosse, ma bouche arrête pas de sticker. Ah! Para para! Ah! Ah! Un jour, ok. Un jour. Je sais comment céduler mes trucs comme du monde.
Next time.
C'est bizarre, j'arrive plus à comprendre ce que dit Kuyokoba. Ah, un genre de sort doit être en train de se dissiper. Mais je pense avoir compris l'essentiel. Rejouons ensemble la prochaine fois. Regarde, t'as gagné, genre, tu dis pas un commentaire parce que t'as gagné. Ah, mes potes, mon petit dos me dit que vous êtes allés au bain chat hier soir. Je rassemble les règles et nous allons faire la fête, ça vous dit?
But we were just there.
Ouais, mais il y a plein de monde qui a pas pu venir hier. Comme Shinobu, Goku. Pour faire simple, le patron a entendu parler, il veut vraiment y aller maintenant. Enfin bref, une fois que vous aurez fini de papoter, vous allez me trouver et on venira faire trompette. C'est pas fini? Bro? Ah, t'es prête à faire trompette? T'es prête. Prochaine arrêt, les pêches.
What the fuck?
What the fuck?
What the fuck?
What the fuck toi-même?
What the fuck?
Pourquoi what the fuck? Face à l'insistance et son détour, vous allez au bain. Ah, c'est sûrement le plus bouillant de tous. Voyons qui tiendra le plus longtemps. Qui est partant? Hé, comment refuser devant tant d'enthousiasme? Des mecs en chess! Mais c'est pas un sauna. Coupe, t'as fait mourir.
So warm.
Ah, mais mieux tu demandais des abdos. T'as des abdos maintenant?
Hey, don't fall asleep in the tub.
Ah, ma fougue, c'est lourd. J'ai un peu la tête qui tourne. Ah, si tu portes pas la chaleur pour sortir, go! Eh, ça suffit de jouer. De l'autre côté... Hé hé, Ito est aussi énergétique.
It's not good to get distracted during a match, brother.
Waouh, ça chauffe pendant ce défi. Qu'est-ce que la prochaine action de l'équipe? Qu'en pensez-vous tous les deux? Je pense que j'irai doucement en essayant de consolider mon avantage. Je miserai sur l'attaque. Je prends des risques, ce n'est pas une mauvaise idée. Y aller lentement, mais sûrement. Oh! Très bien joué. C'est une défaite à plat de couture. Je m'avoue vaincu. Selon le tirage au sort effectué plus tôt. Ayaka, amusez-vous bien. J'ai pas compris la fin de la phrase.
Oh.
Et yo, c'est l'inné.
Okay. Go easy on me, traveler.
Et toi, tu as fait de perdre comme moi pour donner plus de temps de jeu à Ayaka. Il est toujours en train de mijoter quelque chose, celui-là. Of course, ils ont tous des kimonos, tu sais, faits pour eux dans les bains. Parce que c'est vrai que c'est rentable de faire des kimonos pour les gens. Dans un bain qui est un commerce.
Boss, the Mikawa Flower Festival was a huge success for us. We had 3 times more visitors than usual. Based on what we've made so far, I think we'll be able to make this much.
That's great news! We might even beat Yai Publishing House this month.
Oh, you look pleased about something. Having a party without me?
Oh, it's nothing.
I forgot to share some good news with you. 30% of the proceeds from the festival have been transferred to Yai Publishing House. We're expecting record profit this month. Don't you think congratulations are in order?
What?
Well, boss, I guess congratulations are in order. This is our 333rd time competing against Yai Publishing House in sales, and our best showing to date. Second place.
May this be a night of sweet dreams for all.
Non. Pauvre poupette. Just qu'elle veut ses bâtières. I got that. What is that? C'est le fan service. Je suis désolée, mais Kukishi, avec son kimono long. Long. Puis t'as juste Yamio qui est tourmenté. Oui, elle a pied.
You know where we haven't been in a while? Inazuma!
C'est vrai que ça fait longtemps qu'on n'est pas à Inazuma.
Scenery. Come on, let's go!
Ça fait full longtemps qu'on n'a pas été à Inazuma. Ya!
Useless.
Light it up!
Remember when we chased that Tanuki down this way? Good times. Huh? What's that?
C'est soporifique! Un porcelet?
Paimon doesn't think they look anything like that. Oh, maybe there's a new kind of yokai in town. Is it trying to get us to follow it?
Suivez le petit démon. Plus vite! Plus vite! D'où t'es tellement petit que genre... Plus vite!
What's that girl doing over there? She doesn't look well. Let's go check on her.
Drugs.
What just happened? All we did was lock eyes with her for a split second, then... Wait, where did all these people come from? And what are they here for?
Oh, c'est qui font la queue.
True. Oh, and there's that girl. She's still here. Maybe she knows what happened.
Le seul truc perturbant dans Get Shit, c'est qu'on sait jamais s'il faut faire les quêtes ou l'event avant.
How many times do I have to explain?
There's no going back if I report him, but still.
Anxiety over a lack of creative inspiration. Well, inspiration tends to give anxious minds a wide berth, so I hope our treatment will help you relax.
Thank you.
Remorse for the misdeeds of the past, and despair over the sorry state of the present. I can help you face your troubles with a more positive mindset, but you'll need to work through things in your own time too.
Many thanks.
Next, please.
What's wrong with her?
Est-ce que ça va?
I'm fine. Next, please. Delicious!
Whoa, that was unexpected.
Huh? What do we have here? Oh no! I'm so sorry.
Sorry for what? We have no idea what's going on here, let alone what you're sorry for. Would you mind bringing us up to speed?
Oh, it looks like you've entered my dream by mistake. Let me wake you up, then I'll explain everything.
Dream? When did that...
Tu rêves que tu travailles?
Whoa!
Hello.
Hi. Feeling more awake now? I never expected the Traveler to literally come to me in a dream.
Vous me connaissez?
Oh, someone I know talks about you all the time. Plus, I'm pretty good at profiling people based on their reputation.
So, who are you?
Right, of course. It's our first time meeting each other, so I should introduce myself properly. My name is Yume Mizuki, or just Mizuki for short. I'm a Yume, which is a kind of yokai here in Inazuma.
Yume Kuibaku? Hey, it's that little critter from before!
That's what we look like in our original form. I'm guessing that's the one that led you into my dream earlier? Baku feast on the bad dreams of human beings, but we need to be in a dream of our own to digest them. The place where you met me earlier was where I go to digest bad dreams. I must have swallowed one too many bad dreams, because they were causing me some digestive trouble. It's actually a good thing you showed up when you did. Call it a happy accident, I guess. Thanks to your help, I'm now able to digest all these dreams properly.
Yeah, we thought you looked a little uncomfortable. That's why we came over. We didn't know what it was. We just thought maybe you could use some help.
En effet.
And Paimon really hates bad dreams, so Paimon's even more happy to help knowing that you can eat them.
Thank you. But I still owe you an apology.
Pourquoi?
While you were inside my dream, I ate one of your dreams. But it wasn't a bad one. It was a nice one. I've eaten so many bad dreams today that I just scarfed it down without noticing.
So, Yume Kuibaku can eat good dreams too, huh? Still, is that really such a big deal?
Of course it is. Dreams are some of the most precious things a person can have. And I just went and gobbled it
Yo,
down.
c'est pas grave. Je m'en souviens
It's
plus.
the unwritten rule of my kind. Never eat someone else's good dreams without permission. I can't believe I was so careless.
Je vois tellement la meuf venir, genre par-dessus toi pendant que tu dors, puis juste comme Hey! Avec des gros yeux. Hey! Hey! Est-ce que je peux manger ton rêve? Hey! 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 Est-ce que je peux manger ton rêve? Hein? Tu fais un beau rêve? Est-ce que je peux manger ton rêve? Hey! 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 Juste le jumpscare, tu te réveilles devant toi. Genre.
But don't you feel horribly depressed?
Hey, tu regardes de quoi?
Isn't your
C'est un
mind
beau rêve?
suddenly flooded with distressing memories? Huh. Remarkable. I've never heard of someone remaining so
C'est
mentally
flippant.
stable
Surtout que là, il vient de dire que
after
ça peut jouer
having
sur
a
ta
good
santé
dream
mentale.
of theirs devoured.
It's probably because the traveler has too many good dreams to count.
Maybe. But I still owe you something for your trouble. Ah, here, take this.
It's a VIP pass for the Isa bathhouse.
Wow!
Staffed by clinical psychologists and offering spa and fine dining services, we invite you to bring us your troubles and leave refreshed and renewed.
That's where I work. You'll find the address on there too. This invitation letter entitles you to enjoy our highest tier service, free of charge. Oh, and speaking of work, I'd better get back before I'm missed. I hope to see you as customers soon.
So she's a Yume Kuibaku that eats bad dreams and a clinical psychologist too?
Fascinant.
Paimon's never considered therapy before. Then again, Paimon never really gets that stressed out. Oh, except when she's trying to decide what to eat. Speaking of eating, that bathhouse place does fine dining, and we have a VIP pass. That means we can eat as much as we want, right? This is the opportunity of a lifetime. We can't let it go to waste.
Et là 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 là. Paimon. Y a pas que la bouffe dans la vie. Y a la thérapie aussi. Hmm? Yeah.
Burn it down! Try and stop me!
Return to the skies!
Meow 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 meow. Meow 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 meow.
Isa bathhouse. Well, based on the letter, this should be the place. It looks familiar. We've walked past here several times before, right? Just never gone inside.
Oh, are you here to visit the Isa bathhouse?
Ooh! Oh, where did you come from?
Oh, sorry. Forgive me, I didn't mean to intrude. We've been struggling to attract customers recently, so I got a little overexcited when I heard you discussing my bathhouse.
Your bathhouse? So you run the place, huh? And business isn't going so great, you say?
Oops. Please forget I said that. It just slipped out. Now, do you have an appointment?
We have a VIP pass. Can we use it now?
What? I've told them before, a promotional gimmick isn't gonna magically fix our business. Who issued this thing? Wait, is that Miss Yume Mizuki's signature?
Oui.
I'm so sorry. I had no idea you were invited here by Miss Yume Mizuki. Please, feel free to redeem your VIP pass now if you'd like. Just give your names at reception.
Sounds like she has a lot of clout. But aren't you supposed to be the boss?
I am, yes, but Miss Yume Mizuki's a major shareholder. The business never would have gotten off the ground without her investment.
What?
Oh, it's no cause for alarm, though. She's a very responsible person. In addition to being a shareholder, she's also personally involved in our day-to-day business. She only returned to Inazuma recently. Otherwise, I'm sure you'd have heard of her by now. She's a highly renowned clinical psychologist. Please, head on in.
Doudou. Mizuki! Madame Mizuki! Venez manger mes cauchemars! Touk touk!
An indoor hot spring? Oh, Paimon's gotta give that a try.
Hello? I'll be right with you.
Yo, are you okay?
Oh, sorry, I'm so clumsy sometimes. But don't worry about me. Putting customers in a bad mood is the last thing I want. I promise I'll provide an excellent service. Please don't leave.
How many times do I have to tell you? You breaking a few plates isn't the reason we've been losing business. Stop apologizing for yourself all the time. All it does is make you look like an easy target.
It's all good. We're not out to target anyone. You didn't hurt yourself, did you?
Nope, don't worry. As long as it didn't ruin your experience, that's all that matters.
Oh,
Now,
Bibou.
well,
On
looks
respire.
like you'll be my first customers today, so, according to our standards of service, I need to,
Why is she so panicky? Actually, we're...
Shion, let me see to these two. They're my guests.
Ah, there she is! Baku Lady is back.
So Mizuki invited you here? As VIPs? Does this mean you're gonna save the bathhouse?
She means you must be very wealthy. Not everyone can afford our VIP service after all. But a couple of customers with cash to splash doesn't solve anything in the long run. You should focus on what to do about our new competitor.
Aw, Murasaki. Was that you showing some concern for our business? I'm touched.
Ugh, did not.
Since you're so eager to find solutions, you can work on our most pressing task, bringing our accounts up to date. With your smarts, I'm sure you'll fly through it.
Subtext being, you can't give it to Shion because she's a moron and she'd screw it up?
Girl!
Shion, I'll take things from here. What I'd like you to do is head to the kitchen and prepare some of your very best snacks for our VIPs.
Will do! That's my specialty!
Saclé. Est-ce que t'es l'autre de Moran?
Sorry to keep you waiting. I have to keep our staff calm to ensure you have the best experience. The panicky little girl is Hyakujitsu Haku Shion, and the lazy lady is Shiba Murasaki. They're both Baku, just like me.
Wait, so the older-looking one is actually younger, and the younger-looking one is older?
That's right. How we choose to appear is just a matter of personal preference. It's more reflective of our personality than our age.
Voyons, Paimon, nous avons vu des choses plus étranges que ça.
Anyway, enough about them. Back to you two. Per the terms of the VIP pass, you're entitled to free use of all our services. So the spa, the fine dining, and psychological consultancy. I would recommend starting with the psychological consultancy. Between me and you, one of the steps involves getting your bad dreams eaten. Since I ate one of the traveler's good dreams by accident, this seemed like the best way to make amends.
Ooh, we get to have our bad dreams eaten by a Yumekui Baku? That sounds fun!
Est-ce que c'est une sage décision compte tenu de l'état actuel des affaires?
Oh, that's a good point. You've been having some difficulties recently, right? It wouldn't feel right to get all this free service while you're struggling. Is there anything we can do to help out?
I take it you overheard Mr. Aikawa complaining about our current situation.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to cause you concern. Mr. Aikawa is a smart businessman, but he tends to worry too much about short-term profits and lose sight of the big picture. Our financial situation is nowhere near as dire as you're imagining. And in any case, passing our business woes on to our customers is hardly the solution. Please enjoy the services we have to offer. Once you've experienced our hospitality for yourselves, I'm quite sure your confidence in our future prospects will be restored.
No.
Can't argue with that. Let's get started.
Of course. The only thing is, psychological consultancy is a one-on-one service that takes quite a long time. But I can't just make one of you wait around while the other one is in therapy. So, perhaps I can treat the traveler while Shion treats Paimon? Would that work?
Fine by Paimon. But, is she up for it?
She'll be fine. I noticed how gentle and encouraging you were towards her earlier.
Oh.
You're the perfect client for her.
Oh,
Elle va faire des cauchemars d'hamburger.
Secondly, Shion's therapeutic approach is a little different from mine. It often involves food, so she might be a better fit for you.
food therapy? Oh, that sounds perfect.
Food therapy?
All right then, please follow me.
Vous m'avez choisi exprès, hein?
Don't get me wrong, Paimon is genuinely better suited to Shion. But in all honesty, yes, I had my own reasons for wanting to treat you myself. Your psychology is so unique. I just had to investigate further to satisfy my own curiosity. Please, come with me.
Madame, où êtes-vous allée? Où êtes-vous? Pas là. Ah, là.
Before we begin, please take a seat on this chair.
Which one? Quel comprend? Je vais bien suivre les instructions de Mizuki, mais il y a 2 chaises. Ok, je peux juste m'asseoir sur une des deux, je peux pas m'asseoir sur l'autre.
There's a theory which suggests that we bury our most powerful emotions deep within our dreams. That's the territory I would like to explore. Before I start, I'm going to ask you a few questions. I want you to nod your head for yes and shake your head for no, all right?
Hocher la tête. Yeah.
Very good. Now, I'm going
J'ai
to
fait ce
plant
tout
a few
croche.
thoughts in your subconscious. But it's nothing to get nervous about. Just a way to improve your sleep quality, so the treatment will be more effective. This is an incense from Sumeru that soothes the mind. The fragrance is said to be the scent of dreams.
C'est très proche de mon visage.
Now, close your eyes, take a deep breath, and concentrate on the scent. The next step requires some visual preparation. So don't open your eyes until I say so. Oh, where did it go? I need to have a stern talk with Murasaki.
Cache Musiki, j'ai été un coup d'œil rapidement. Je ne devrais pas poser de problème. Non, non, non. On a fait...
This needs another dab here.
On ne regarde pas.
Ah, that's better.
Est-ce que je suis obligée de regarder? Ah non. On ne regarde pas.
Hey, don't run off now, darlings. Come here.
On est petit, je suis vraiment curieuse. Peut-être juste... Non, non!
For goodness sake, your butt's showing. All right. Shh. Ready. You can open your eyes now. You kept your eyes closed the entire time. If only every patient was as compliant as you, it'd make our lives much easier. Here, you deserve a treat.
Aww.
Take a good look at this painting. There are some very special little darlings hidden within it, and I'd like you to find them. Do you see her? Isn't she just adorable? Careful. When you look a psychologist directly in the eyes, they can see every little thing you're thinking. Careful. When you look a psychologist directly in the eyes, they can see every little thing you're thinking.
Est-ce que je suis censée faire autre chose? Est-ce que je suis censée faire autre chose? Le jeu! Ah, est-ce que je suis censée faire autre chose? Ouais. Ah, faut que je clique. Mais ça fait 6 fois que je clique dessus. Faut que je reste dessus tant qu'il est pas bleu. Ah! Yo, j'ai pas d'instruction, c'est compliqué.
She's a Baku as well. Whenever someone starts dozing off, she's there waiting for their dream to begin. Your journey into Dreamland began as you were looking for them. Feeling sleepy? Now I want you to take my hand.
Madame, vous êtes rentrée dans la table. C'est censé être relaxant, moi je trouve ça juste frustrant, genre.
Now close your eyes again for me. I want you to completely relax and focus your attention on the feeling of my palm touching yours. Notice how all other sensations in your body are slowly fading away.
Slowly fading away.
Imagine you're not holding my hand, but your favorite things in all of the world.
Je tiens mon frère.
You run your hand through the sakura blossoms, gently falling through the air.
Je tiens Xiao.
Then through a squirrel's fur. Then you grab a fistful of sand on the beach. You are once again in the wilderness, running with the wind at your back. But slowly, your palm loses sensation. You lose your way and find yourself surrounded by darkness. You can't see anything, but you hear someone calling you. And now, a light is shining from the same direction as their voice.
Lumine! Quel est cet endroit?
Traveler, come over here.
L'écho lag.
Longing caused by separation. It tastes so bitter. Please don't stop moving. Despair caused by failure. Icy cold on the lips. Please, keep going. Regret caused by missed opportunity. A sharp aftertaste. Please don't look back. Go to where the sakura petals fall. Go to where the squirrels play.
Non, pas les écureuils.
Hear the sound of the waves. That is where I am. Holding my hand tight, those lost sensations come back to you. The feeling of running your hand through falling sakura blossoms, or through a squirrel's fur, or of grabbing a fistful of sand on the beach. And as you return from the wilderness, you gradually recover your other senses as well.
Des...
We've reached the end of today's session. Don't get up yet, though. You were just in a very deep sleep, so you're probably still feeling a little groggy. I've switched to a different incense that'll help get rid of your drowsiness.
How you getting along, traveler?
Nous venons de terminer.
How are you feeling after your session, Paimon?
Kinda fresher and more relaxed. It feels cozy somehow.
Good. That's exactly how you should feel after having a nightmare eaten. It sounds like the session was quite effective.
Oh, for sure. Paimon especially liked how she used the sense of taste to help guide the process. But Paimon was asleep for most of it, so she's not really sure how it all works. Do the
Ça sort,
humans
Raph. Comment ça va,
just,
Raph?
like, sneak into your brain and gulp down your bad dreams in one go?
It's quite a bit more complicated than that. It deals with people's most visceral emotions, which have to be handled with the utmost care and attention.
That sounds super mysterious.
Sorry, that probably made no sense at all. Anyway, don't worry about the details. For your purposes, Paimon, just think of it as Xion gulped your dreams away. How are you feeling, traveler?
Je me sens à l'aise.
Really? I still think there's more work to be done.
What do you mean?
You have quite a reputation for resilience and positivity, so I expected to find very few negative emotions in you at all. But when I was deep in your subconscious earlier, the sheer weight of the emotions hidden there was overwhelming.
J'ai sûr que mon passé est assez lourd.
Yes, you certainly do. But that's not what concerns me the most. Despite all your negative emotions, I couldn't find a single bad dream. So I just gave your mood a boost for now.
Huh. Well, maybe she's just an eternal optimist at heart.
Optimist or not, everyone has bad dreams. Maybe they're just hidden even deeper in your mind. You're a unique case, as I suspected.
But she said she feels cozy, just like Paimon. So whatever you did, the treatment worked.
True, but as
Ainsi
a
que temporaire.
clinician, I would have hoped to reach a better understanding of my patient.
Vous voulez continuer à étudier mon cas?
Fine by me, as long as you can put up with a daily nap while holding my hand.
Terrible.
Anyway, all jokes aside, it's time for you to try out the hot springs. Your mind has had the chance
Comment
to
ça va,
de-stress.
Raph?
Now it's time to do the same for your body.
Oh, that sounds good. Paimon's feeling relaxed already. You know, this place provides a really great service. It's such a shame that you can't find more customers.
Don't start worrying about our bottom line again, or my work so far will count for nothing. Look, as long as we keep providing a great customer experience, we're sure to attract more business eventually.
If you say so.
I think the travelers recovered from the therapy session now. Let's head to the hot springs.
Yay, Miko? Yay, Miko!
Most impressive, I must say.
Miko, what brings you here?
There you are. I heard a rumor that you were about to be kidnapped. Naturally, I had to come and see it for myself.
She's joking, right? Paimon can never quite tell with her.
Miko, it's been a while.
Vous connaissez?
She never mentioned? Interesting. We've known each other since before I became the Guji. I've told her all about you. But it sounds like she's forgotten all about me.
You'll have to forgive me. I just didn't want to scare the traveler off. And hi, I'm Miko's friend seemed like a surefire way to do that.
Mon est une Miko friend. J'irai pas jusqu'à là.
Oh, I've missed your way with words.
So, Lady Guji, to what do we owe the honor?
Why, I simply came to see the business that my dear friend has invested in. Oh, and also to urge you to sell your shares before their value plummets to nothing. You could always invest in the Yi Publishing House, you know. Business is always booming. You only need to ask.
Sounds serious. But what's wrong? Are the shares really gonna plummet to nothing?
Well, hasn't she told you? Of course. She's your therapist. She has the perfect excuse to never open up. The Isa bathhouse used to be very popular, although not because of the hot springs, despite the name. Their main selling point has always been the psychotherapy services offered by the Baku. But recently, a competitor cropped up. His name is Emura Ichigensai. He operates right here on Narukami Island, and his methods are said to be quite revolutionary. Since he provides a similar service to the bathhouse and boasts even better results, he was able to poach their entire clientele in just a matter of days. Oh, it's such a pity to see how empty this place is now.
Miko, my job is to relieve my clients of their burdens, not to share mine with them.
Oh, of course you'd say that. You're a professional. But no amount of professionalism is going to fix this situation, is it? I heard people have been lining up since the early morning for Emura Ichigensai's clinic today. He's seeing patients just west of Inazuma City. And, how many patients have you seen today?
Surely you know I'm not going to quit.
True. Very true.
So, that's it? You're just gonna leave?
Et tu veux qu'elle fasse? L'autre, elle dit qu'elle abandonnerait pas. Vous ne comptez pas l'aider?
Oh, I'd love to help, little one. But I don't want to upset my old friend.
Miko's acting all mysterious again.
I understand why she doesn't want to help. The two of us are technically competitors, after all.
Huh?
Light novels are one way for people to pursue happiness in their free time. So are hot springs, and so is therapy. Miko and I disagreed quite significantly over the question of how to make people happy.
Paimon is so confused by your friendship.
C'est une relation particulière.
Paimon's curious, though. After today, it's hard to believe that anyone could offer a better therapy service than the Yume Kuibaku. Which begs the question, who is this Eimura Ichigensai guy anyway?
Something of a mystery. I tried to look into his background when he first started poaching my customers, but I couldn't find anything. I suspect he's avoiding me on purpose, since I'm a competitor. In all this time, I haven't even figured out basic things like where he sees his patients.
Well, we at least know where he is today, though, right? Miko happened to mention it in passing.
That's true. But I'm sure he'll find a way to avoid me again if I go looking for him.
Then why don't we go instead? We can pose as potential customers to get information out of him.
As I keep reminding you, this is my problem, not yours.
Ouais, et? À moins que les bains à jeunes ne soient pas obligés de fermer, auquel cas ça devient aussi notre problème.
Exactly. You provide an amazing service here, and we want all our friends to experience it as well.
Huh. Well, now it just seems rude if I reject your help. In return, all I can offer is an even better service on your next visit.
Sure thing. Just leave this to us.
Light it up!
Yep. Who are you? Quelle arnaque es-tu? Est-ce que tu mets de la
Should be
drogue
the
là?
place. That guy looks official. Let's go ask him. Hi there. We're looking for Eimura Ichigensai. Are we in the right?
Pay first, take a ticket, then wait your turn.
Okay. 97. What number are you up to so far?
53. Be patient, I'll call your number when it's your turn.
Jeez, what a charmer. Looks like we're in for a long wait, huh?
Devais-je semer pour que nous puissions rentrer directement?
Sounds kinda therapeutic in its own way. But we don't really have a good excuse to resort to violence here. And we definitely don't want to scare off our target. Why don't we pass the time by talking to some
Blah,
of
blah,
his
blah.
other patients? It looks like there's a few of them standing over there.
Musique à taper, c'est une bonne solution.
Sorry to interrupt.
Do I know you?
Montre le ticket.
Ah, so you're here for counseling too.
Yep. Fellow clients of Eimura Ichigensai here. Although this will be our first time using his service, so...
Service? How crass. We're talking about spiritual guidance here, not some
Ne
business
pas tarder à m'endormir.
transaction.
Bonne nuit, mieux.
In fairness to them, they haven't experienced it yet. Ignorance among the uninitiated is only to be expected.
Repose-toi
Okay.
bien.
Well, anyway,
Merci,
Isa
merci.
Bathhouse calls it a service.
Ah, more defectors from the bathhouse, huh? Service might have a veneer of professionalism, but all it really means is inadequate treatment that costs a fortune.
Why do you say that?
I'll tell you why. After just a few sessions with Emura Ichigensai, you'll completely forget about all your troubles.
Drugs.
From then on, it's happy thoughts only. Today's supposed to be my last counseling session. He says that after we're done, nothing will ever trouble me again.
Meanwhile, Isa Bathhouse boasts about their strange and mysterious methods, but it's a total scam. They only treat the symptoms, not the root cause, meaning you have to go back time after time. Also, they can keep charging you, of course.
Exactly. Overpriced and ineffective. But counseling from Emura Ichigensai? I
Bitch.
can't get enough.
Ok, puis tu sais comment pour durer ton business, c'est genre.
I'd take any excuse to keep coming back.
Me too. Probably see you tomorrow then?
Whatever the truth of the matter is, Paimon is starting to seriously dislike these guys.
Calme-toi, Payman. N'oublie pas qu'on est ici pour y aider des infos.
Fine. Yeah, so we're mostly here to see what all the fuss is about. You guys seem to be experts by now. Is there anything we need to do to prepare for our session?
No, you don't need to do anything. Just show up, take a seat, and he takes care of the rest. I remember he lit some incense. It smelled wonderful and instantly relaxed me.
I already know of the troubles that bring you to me.
I don't know why I lose my temper so easily. I'm pretty messed up, right?
Yes, in the sense that all negative emotions are defects of the mind. But I can remove these defective feelings, leaving your mind healthy, whole and free of distressing thoughts. Now, receive my guidance.
I don't actually remember the guidance, but anyway, it clearly worked. I guess whatever he said disappeared from my mind and took my problems along with it.
Ça c'est un peu quand même. Comment pouvez-vous être sûr que ça fonctionne?
So rude. Your counseling session will change your mind. In more ways than one.
We're only being cautious. What's wrong with that? You said it yourselves. The whole reason everyone's coming to this guy is because they're worried about getting scammed out of their Mora.
That's a fair point. You just need some reassurance, right? In that case, I can let you in on a little secret.
Go on.
Well, someone in my family actually knew Imura Ichigensai before he made a name for himself. Apparently, he had a terrible temper. Pretty much everyone in the neighborhood had issues with him. But he must have had some sort of epiphany, because he did a complete 180. Went from having the most rotten temper you can imagine to one of the most cheerful people around. Even more amazingly, all the people who used to despise him ended up becoming his best friends. His neighborhood's more peaceful and pleasant than it's ever been. So you can rest assured, whatever treatment you get from Imura Ichigensai,
Je sais pas qu'est-ce qui est mis dans son encens, mais...
first.
Huh? What a ridiculous story.
Doubt it all you want. I heard it straight from my relative who knows him personally.
What should we do now? We may have burned our bridges with these two.
Nous avons au moins obtenu des informations. Il est temps de le rencontrer à personne.
There's still a lot of people ahead of us, though. Why don't you take a rest while Paimon keeps watch? Just like how we do it on the road.
Merci. La longue attente vous rend somnolente, alors vous endormez rapidement. Quel est cet endroit? Un œil? Qui a fait un pacte avec un démon encore là?
Traveler, it's almost time!
Oh, ce n'était qu'un rêve.
That was a long wait. Paimon's gonna need a nap after this, too.
D'accord, de toute façon, c'est mon tour de garde.
Alright, now time for us to go meet Mr. Amura Ichigenzai. Oh, hello! We're number 97. It should be our turn now, right?
Yeah, sorry, the clinic's closed for the day.
What? Why?
Because Emura Ichigensai doesn't have limitless energy, that's why. He's gone home to rest. You'll have to try again tomorrow.
We've been waiting so long!
Not as long as some people. Try getting here earlier next time.
Savez-vous où il habite par hasard?
Save yourself the trouble. Spiritual masters like Emura Ichigensai cultivate their powers with peace and solitude. Someone like you ain't gonna find them.
Drat! We should have barged in after all.
Allons d'abord faire notre rapport à Mizuki.
Yeah, nothing else we can do for
Tu sais
today.
comment tu vas dire ça dans sa face? Genre, d'où? Tu dis ça vraiment devant le portique, genre, ah oui, allons parler à la concurrence.
Useless.
S'asseoir, Yuno. Uno. Comment ça va, Uno? Pourquoi il y a un alien? Qui traite-tu d'alien? Écoute, Bou, il est tout beau, regarde. Pit, pit, pit. Des 4 bouvets. Oui, mais tu peux en mettre plus. Il y a une option pour qu'il y ait encore plus de bouvets. C'est l'autre bord. Il va y avoir plein de bouvets.
So he gives spiritual guidance, and it takes all your troubles away and leaves only happy thoughts?
Yep, at least that's what his clients say.
How is that possible? Not even Mizuki could do that, and she's an incredible psychologist.
Is that right? Paimon was gonna say, it all sounds too good to be true.
It certainly is. Humans are, how to put this, they're a moody race. Always upset about something. Show me a human without a care in the world, and I'll show you what messed up really looks like.
You think? Cause honestly, this sounded pretty convincing. And they said they only left the Isa bathhouse because they found it didn't deal with the root cause of their issues.
But the idea he is spreading is categorically wrong.
That settles it then. Imura Ichigensai is a quack, making false claims to steal all our customers.
Is that why he's doing this? To steal...
Non,
steal
c'est
our
pour nourrir le
customers?
démon.
Or is there more to it? It's unfortunate that you didn't get to meet him in person. I need some idea of the kind of person he is. Otherwise, I have no hope of figuring out his motivations and goals.
Yeah, it's too bad. Although, if it's any help, we did hear a bit about his backstory from someone else. Apparently, he used to have a really rotten temper, but then one day he suddenly reached enlightenment and became a spiritual master or something.
Imura Ichigensai. Rotten temper. Now wait just a minute.
Yo là, c'est qui?
Filing patient records is normally the most tedious job in the world. But once in a while, something mildly amusing grabs my attention. Take a look at this.
Amora Chuya?
It's him. I remember him.
Wait, that guy? Oh no!
What is it? What about him?
Where to start? Imagine a big ball of negative emotion took on human form and started walking around. That's pretty much Imura Chuya. His patient record mentions that he loved nothing more than a heated argument. No matter how trivial it was, he could never agree to disagree. He always had to be right. The happiest part of his day would be winning an argument and proving the other person wrong. If he lost, he'd sulk, and if anyone called him out, he'd throw a huge tantrum. Before long, he'd turned everyone against him.
Sounds like he had issues.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, serious issues. Anyway, since no one would talk to him in real life anymore, he turned to the reader's letters column of a magazine by the Yai Publishing House, where he would attack writers and trade insults with other contributors. Naturally, this ruined the column for everyone, and the editors soon started rejecting his letters. Next thing you know, he's written a complaint letter to the Tenryo Commission, demanding that Inazuma pass a law to make it illegal for the Yai Publishing House to reject letters from readers.
Gee whiz! Where would you even start with a client like that?
In my case, by giving them a wide berth. Mizuki dealt with this guy. I'm pretty sure he only came here to try and start something. But Mizuki managed to get him into a session, and after some treatment, his mood improved by a lot.
Wow, bien joué, Mizuki.
Murasaki makes him sound like a rabid animal. He wasn't that out of control. Sure, his personality was very abrasive, but it wasn't hard to see why. Once I understood his situation, I was able to diagnose him very quickly. You have very high expectations for yourself, but you've faced a lot of rejection in the past and haven't achieved much in your life. You've never had any real close friends, so you don't know what healthy connections with other people look like. This puts you and your ego in the center of your world. In short, you long to feel a sense of accomplishment and to receive attention from other people. But both of these are lacking in your life. You have no idea how to properly deal with these emotions, so you've been taking it out on other people, partly to seek attention, and partly because you get a shallow sense of accomplishment whenever you win a war of words with another person.
You promised the world in your adverts, and that's seriously the best you can come up with? I'm not even going to bother explaining all the reasons you're wrong. I mean, you completely misunderstood why I even sent that complaint letter. The Yai Publishing House practically has a monopoly on Inazuma's publishing industry. How can they ignore what their readers have to say?
In the magazine column you wrote to, your strongly worded letter appeared alongside dozens of others which praised the writer for their work. You can't talk about what their readers have to say without including them, too.
No one with half a brain would praise a festering pile of garbage like that. Those are not opinions worth listening to.
Mais ton
So
opinion,
when
toi.
I touched on the idea of you having an egocentric worldview, this is the kind of thing I was talking about.
You...
Eh là là.
How the heck did you get him to stay for treatment after dropping all of that on him?
Simple. The more he realized the truth of my diagnosis, the more he compulsively searched for evidence to refute it with. He lost the ability to communicate like a normal human being. So I kept him here by using his preferred mode of interaction: argumentation. The Tenryo Commission had ignored his complaint letter, so he had no outlets left for his emotional outbursts. Eventually, with the help of some incendiary words, I got him to agree to try some basic therapy. Finally, I was able to tweak his mood and stabilize his condition. It's a shame, really. If I'd only been able to see him a few more times, I know I could have helped him work through his personality issues. But unfortunately...
It was all my fault.
For the last time, it was his fault for being a nutjob.
What? What happened?
Well, one day, he comes in as usual for therapy, but Mizuki isn't here, so Shion sees him instead. I don't know what got into him that day, but he suddenly announced that he wished to be free of his troubles for good, and demanded that Shion make that happen. Obviously, she didn't manage it, and then he pulled out a complaint letter to try and intimidate her. That was the last straw for me. I kicked him out and blacklisted him. He hasn't shown his face here since.
Whoa.
Anyway, now everyone's had a look at his record. Do we think there's any chance that this guy and Imura Ichigensai are the same person?
Partager des informations confidentielles sur nos clients.
It sounds to me like after he didn't get what he wanted, he decided to have his revenge by lying to our customers and getting them to leave.
Est-ce que ça serait vraiment si simple?
Bad dreams are formed from a buildup of negative emotions in the subconscious. You can't simply trick people into not having them anymore. If Murasaki was right, then surely they'd have seen his lies for what they are by now.
There's no point hemming and hawing. Let's report this guy to the Tenryo Commission for fraudulent business practices. If he can complain, so can we.
Is anyone there?
We'd like to book a therapy session. Can we start now?
Hello! Please come with me. I'll get you registered.
Wait. Those are the two guys Paimon mentioned earlier. Just this morning, they were calling the bathhouse a scam and a ripoff. How are they back here already?
Oh, really? Well, that proves it, doesn't it? I was right. Now that they've realized they were lied to, they've come back. So chin up, Mizuki. I bet you business will start picking up again from tomorrow morning.
Yeah! You Yume Kuibaku provide an unbeatable service. No scammer's gonna run you girls out of business.
Interesting. Well, good. Murasaki, go help Shion, please.
Should have kept my mouth shut. I jinxed it, and now I have to work again.
J'aime vraiment la voix de cette fille-là.
Now we just need to report this guy as a fraud to the Tenryo Commission. Like Murasaki suggested. Problem solved. It looks like the Isa bathhouse will be back in business in no time. No idea if our investigation actually helped, though.
Of course it did. You were a huge help, and I owe you big time for it.
Regarde, tu peux pas les reporter parce que ça va
Now
juste
then, you
paraître
only got
genre.
partway through the VIP experience last time, didn't you? You
Ça
still
va
have
juste
to
paraître
try
comme
the
quoi
hot
tu veux
springs and
couler le
snacks.
business de ton
Both are
concurrent.
top tier.
Oh, true! How could Paimon forget about that? Especially the snacks.
Après un bain aussi thermal qui est déçu, est-ce que Paimon et vous vous sentez merveilleusement détendu?
Wow, Paimon feels incredible now. Nothing beats the complete service package.
Nous devons aller par Mizuki pour prendre notre prochain rendez-vous.
Agreed! Although Paimon didn't notice her inside just now. What could she be doing out at this hour? Let's ask around. Hey there, Mr. Aikawa. Do you have any idea where Mizuki went?
Oh, you're looking for Mizuki? She actually tends to disappear for a while around this time every evening. It's the one part of the day where she gets to relax herself. As for where she goes and what she does during that time, I'm afraid I have no idea.
She takes the evenings to relax, huh?
Comme la première fois que nous l'avons rencontrée.
She probably tells people she's relaxing, but actually she's digesting the bad dreams, right? Hope she's not having any digestive trouble. Oh, remember the place from last time? Let's head there and check on her.
Pauvre meuf, elle essaie juste de bouffer son repas puis de nous autres on est là. Hey! 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 Et là là. Mizuki.
This should be the place.
Eh oui.
What? Why is Mizuki crying? Unless... Oh, maybe we got pulled into one of her bizarre dreams again.
Traveler? Paimon? What are you doing here?
Well, firstly, we were hoping to get our next appointment booked in.
Oh, I see. I was planning on making it back before you finished in the hot springs, but I ended up spending longer here than I intended. Don't worry, this isn't a dream. I was just feeling a little sad.
Aw, what's up? Indigestion getting you down again?
No, my digestion was fine this time. What you saw just now was the aftermath of the digestion process. Like I said, bad dreams are basically bundles of all kinds of negative emotions. When I digest them, I feel them all for myself. So when I'm processing these emotions, I tend to get quite, well, emotional.
Does that happen to all Yumikui Baku?
Oh, don't worry about the others. To feel these emotions, you first have to understand them. Most Baku have a very poor understanding of humanity. So to them, a human bad dream just tastes like a slice of bland white bread. They can basically wolf it down and barely notice the flavor. I'm the odd one out in that sense. When I was studying abroad, I made a serious effort to learn as much about human psychology as possible. Now I understand human emotions much better. I can empathize with them, and I can now discern many complex emotions when I turn my attention to digesting bad dreams. But still, that's no reason for you to be concerned about me. I wouldn't be much of a psychologist if I didn't have the mental fortitude to handle this stuff. Letting your emotions out is one of the most effective ways to process them. Now that I've done that, my mental state is back to normal.
Paimon thought maybe seeing those customers had upset you somehow. It even makes Paimon mad. You work so hard for them and then they turn around and accuse the bathhouse of being a money-making scam? Yes, they were led astray by some swindler, but it's not like they took much persuading.
I can't blame them. The idea that you can forget all of your troubles and never have a bad dream again is a very alluring one. Who wouldn't want to believe that? Traveler, if I really could make you forget all of your troubles for good, would you want me to try?
Alors que vous imaginez oublier votre douleur et votre nostalgie, la joie des retrouvailles qui vous attendait avec impatience disparaît également. Alors que vous imaginez défaite de votre désespoir, vous sentez également votre esprit combatif vous échapper. À mesure que vous imaginez être libéré de vos regrets douloureux, les expériences formatrices de votre voyage perdent leur racine. Et si je pouvais vraiment vous faire tout oublier vos problèmes pour de bon, voudriez-vous que j'essaye? Mais si j'oublie tout ça, est-ce que je suis encore moi-même?
You really are different from other people. Discovering what troubles people is easy for me, even in your case.
Ah, les chaussettes dans l'eau!
I can see your troubles clearly. I still don't completely understand you. Thanks for checking in on me. As a psychologist, I know how to take care of myself. But you showing that you care is still appreciated. Anyway, it's much too late to book another appointment now. You should head home, get some sleep, have a wonderful dream, and come see me again tomorrow.
Alright, good night!
Bye for now. If
Ouais,
you
la
still want to
belle.
book another appointment tomorrow,
Espèce
make
de
sure to come see
fanboy.
me early.
Mizuki, c'est du fan service. Elle met des chaussettes dans l'eau. C'est du fan service. Et là là.
Reduced to just standing around.
J'aime pas son design, je pense.
Mizuki! We're here to book our next therapy appointment.
It hurts.
Oh no, what's wrong with them?
They've been like this ever since they woke up.
Ooh, it's an extreme case of indigestion.
Huh? How come? Oh, did they eat too many nightmares last night?
I doubt it. We only had 4 customers yesterday, including you two.
Paimon blames the other 2.
You're right. Something's definitely wrong with their nightmares. Our ability to digest dreams isn't just a matter of quantity. It depends on the emotional intensity, too. Point being, no normal person should ever have a nightmare of this magnitude. Oh, this situation is dire. If I can't find a way to help them digest their dreams soon...
What can we do? Let us help!
We need to find those 2 customers from yesterday and figure out the cause of their bad dreams. Without knowing that, I have no way of treating them. Traveler, Paimon, I know you spoke to them both. Think you can track them down?
Let's see. They did say they were gonna get counseling from Amora Ichigensai again. Chances are that's where we'll find them.
Lead the way. I'm coming with you.
You know, I went out to sea earlier today, but was so distracted that I lost my net. Oh well, it's not a big deal though.
Ben, quand même, ton filet, c'est important, dude.
Yeah, I messed up today too. But hey, what's the big deal? A few bandits got away, it's not the end of the world.
Hey, you 2! Murasaki and Shion are sick, and it's all because of your bad dreams!
Whoa, someone's in a bad mood, huh? So funny.
I know, right?
What the fuck?
What's wrong?
They're acting so weird. Paimon was pretty aggressive just now, but they don't seem offended at all.
Allow me. Gentlemen, do you still remember visiting Isa Bathhouse last night for dream regulation therapy?
Did we?
I don't think so.
Huh. Do you recall having any bad dreams recently?
No, why would I? What in this world could be so bad that it'd give me nightmares?
Nope, nothing comes to mind. Bad dreams must be highly irregular, surely. You don't have to look far to see that life is beautiful.
What is going on? It's like they've completely forgotten what they did last night. Although Paimon can believe what they're saying, they don't exactly seem troubled by nightmares.
No.
Does that mean Amura Ichigensai's counseling actually works?
No. No, they're clearly not in their right minds. Traveler, Paimon, focus hard for a second. I'm gonna try something a little unorthodox.
Whoa! What did you do?
Entered their subconscious minds. I noticed they've both become disassociated from their subconscious, meaning I can access it, similarly to how I enter people's dreams.
No. No! Those thugs! I won't let them get away with this! I won't!
The sea is too rough today. I should stay on dry land till things calm down.
Huh?
As you can see, their troubles haven't gone anywhere. Susukida seems to have a short fuse, which causes him to act out of line. I'm sure this has caused him a lot of grief in his line of work. As for Umihiko, I believe he developed a fear of stormy waves after a near-death experience. Now he's reluctant to sail out to sea at all, which is having a devastating impact on his livelihood. Their negative emotions have been isolated from their conscious minds and left to float around in their subconscious. That's why on the outside, the only emotion they appear to feel is happiness. But those suppressed emotions will only continue to fester in their subconscious, eventually turning into the nightmares that have been giving Murasaki and Shion indigestion.
Comment est-ce possible?
If it's Emura Ichigensai's doing, I guess he's not the straightforward calm man we thought he was. Maybe he really does have ways of influencing human emotions. That would explain why no one has blown the whistle on him yet. Did you notice anything strange when you came here yesterday?
Not really. They were a lot more serious than today.
Eh bien, maintenant que vous le dites, vous vous souvenez du rêve étrange de la veille qui vous racontait Miski?
You sure kept that one quiet.
J'y ai pas vraiment prêté attention.
Oh, no. Look, we have to find this Emura Ichigensai right away.
Mizuki, what is it?
Something inhuman is at work in Emura Ichigensai. The traveler's dream confirms that. He has victimized everyone who has received his so-called counseling. If we don't find and stop him as soon as possible, his victims may well suffer irreversible damage to their psyches.
Yikes! Well, guess we better press these guys a little harder. Do you know when Amura Ichigensai will be here next?
What's with the urgency? Why does it matter when he shows up?
Yeah, he'll turn up when he's ready. No point in trying to rush him.
This is infuriating.
You do remember what happened last night, both of you. Only you don't want to talk about it, because you can't reconcile the presence of a nightmare with the happiness you presently feel. Just thinking about it brings up an overwhelming sense of being torn apart. You can't quite put it into words, but you fear you're a hair's breadth away from a total breakdown. Is that about right?
Please, stop. Everything will be fine as long as we don't think about it.
Emira Ichigensai's treatment has clearly left you wounded and vulnerable. But don't worry, I'm not here to snap you out of your denial. At least, as long as you answer our question.
All right. But seriously, we really have no idea. We've asked already, and all we know is that he's not coming today.
Yeah, apparently, yesterday's session
Haha, j'y fait peur.
tired him out.
Haha, I'm so strong. Ah, pardon. J'y fait peur.
Is he trying to hide from me again?
They really don't know anything? Darn! Looks like we've hit a dead end.
I don't suppose you know where he lives, do you?
No. We did ask yesterday, but even his guard didn't know.
In that case...
In that case... Allez-vous pouvoir aider Monsieur
Yes,
Idul?
I suppose. Now that I know what's causing their bad dreams, I can administer the correct treatment.
Alors allez-y, je m'occupe de trouver Imura.
Honestly, you've already done your part by bringing me here. I can't keep troubling you.
Don't forget, we want to book our next therapy session. The sooner you stop having to worry about Amura Ichigensai, the sooner we get you all to ourselves. So we're not gonna quit until all this is resolved, and the bathhouse is back to business as usual.
Yippee!
Looks like I have no choice but to accept your help again. I have to make sure Murasaki and Shion get the treatment they need. Still, I'm gonna need your full cooperation. If you do find Emira Ichigensai, please do not approach him. Just send me a message and keep an eye on him until I arrive. The last thing I want is for you to put yourself in harm's way.
Don't worry about that. You should see some of the other bad guys we've taken down in our time. This guy's small potatoes compared to them.
Paimon.
Alright, sure. We'll keep our distance and send the message.
Very good. Let's get going then.
Pretty bold claim saying you'll track this guy down. It's nice of you to give Mizuki one less thing to worry about and all, but what the heck do we do now? What if we can't find him? 'Cause, in case you hadn't noticed, these guys are hopeless. They don't know anything.
Ils ne savent clairement rien, mais Miko doit savoir quelque chose.
Wait, you're right! She was the one who tipped us off about this place yesterday! She probably knows way more than she let on.
Mm-hmm.
There's no time to lose! To the Grand Narukami Shrine!
J'ai le goût de manger du popcorn de cinéma. Du popcorn de cinéma.
She's usually somewhere around here.
Here for a fortune slip, little ones? Or visiting a friend?
Visiting a friend.
Where did you come from?
Ça fait longtemps que tu y es.
That was a little lukewarm. You're starting to sound a lot like her. But pleasantries aside, what's the matter? You look rather out of sorts.
Nous devons trouver quelqu'un.
You may remember I dropped a not-so-subtle hint as to his whereabouts yesterday. You mean to tell me you still haven't found him?
Aha! So you did bring him up on purpose!
Let's not lose focus here. You're here to ask for my help. So would you mind explaining the situation to me?
Yeah, fair enough. We went to the place you mentioned, but he slipped through our fingers. Next thing we heard was he's not seeing patients there anymore. Apparently, he loves his peace and solitude. So obviously, we've got no idea where to find him now.
And after the lengths I went to get you that location.
helps, but we did learn some other stuff about him yesterday. For example, a guy matching Amura Ichigensai's description came to Mizuki for therapy once. Only his name was Amura Chuya.
Wait, what? Emera Chuya?
You know him?
Ben oui,
I once
c'était...
asked the Yai Publishing House to host an event for contributors to the Reader's Letters column. I had hoped it might be a fun chance to meet some like-minded people and chat. Until he showed up. Are you telling me that Emera the Hellraiser and Emera the Healer are the same person?
Based on everything we've learned so far, it certainly looks that way.
All right, well, in that case, give this address a try.
Really? Who chooses to live in a place like that?
This was the delivery address he gave to the Yai Publishing House once, when he placed an order for several dozen books in one go. He also requested to pay on receipt. The warehouse took one look and assumed it must be some kind of prank, so they rejected the order, earning them an honorable mention in his complaint letter. Of course, with the benefit of hindsight, it's rather obvious why he lives there. Someone as antisocial as him wouldn't be welcome anywhere else.
You've got a point. Well, we clearly made the right decision coming to talk to you.
I'm just glad I could help my old friend.
You mean Mizuki? So you really do want to help her?
I can tell that she's invested an awful lot into the Isa bathhouse. It's only natural for me to show some concern when I see a friend's business in trouble.
Really? 'Cause yesterday it looked more like you were looking for a fight.
I assume Mizuki has told you that we're competitors?
Oui.
She has always believed that, ever since we were classmates. And now that I'm the Guji of the Grand Narukami Shrine, I'm sure she must feel the need to prove herself through her endeavors at the Isa bathhouse. The last thing she'd want is for me, of all people, to swoop in and save the day the moment the going gets tough. So if I want to help, I have to be mindful of her feelings and tread delicately.
C'est rare de voir aussi attentionné.
I'll take that as a compliment. Mizuki's always so considerate towards others. It would be nice for someone to reciprocate once in a while.
Eh bien, puisque vous êtes dans une situation difficile, est-ce que je pourrais pas vous aider, moi?
Well done, you took the hint. Now, while I'm sure you'd love to chat longer, you seemed to be in a great hurry when you arrived. Shouldn't you be on your way?
Oh, right. Come on, let's send a message to Mizuki right away.
Useless.
La maison à droite de la colline de l'île perdue à côté du temple. C'est là ma maison. Je suis quasiment sûre que la maison n'a pas peu là. Je suis quasiment sûre qu'il n'y avait pas de maison là de base. What the fuck, il y a un enfant en haut. Hein? What are you doing?
This should be the place Miko mentioned, right?
Traveler, Paimon.
Mizuki! That was quick.
All thanks to you two. With what I learned from those two guys, I managed to give Murasaki and Shion effective treatment as soon as I got back. That meant I was free to head out again as soon as I received your message. So, this is where Emera Ichigensai lives.
Sure hope so, 'cause this is our only lead. Wait, do you guys smell that too? Some kind of fragrance.
J'ai
Seems
senti
like
la...
it's coming from inside.
J'ai senti la même odeur hier.
Then that confirms it. We've come to the right place. Now we may face great danger once we're inside. So from here on out, stay close to me and stay focused. I don't want either of you getting hurt.
Oui, ne vous inquiétez pas pour nous.
We'll be fine. You just focus on what you need to do.
All right, fine. I suppose you're used to leading the charge.
Ça me fait juste rire parce que l'œil, dans l'univers de Genshin, ça signifie la mort, genre. C'est la déesse de la mort.
Whoa. This is not what Paimon was expecting.
Ça me rappelle quelque chose.
This is creepy. Feels like there are loads of eyes staring at us.
Calm, yet repressed. The signs are all there.
What is it, Mizuki? Figured something out?
Nothing new. Just further confirmation of my suspicions. Emura Ichigensai should be hiding deep inside this place. Stay close to me.
La mort. Et je marche sur quoi, le live? Et il y a un plancher magique. Plancher magique.
Set up an ambush?
Seems like we're not welcome here.
Suffer the wrath of Eastleigh!
Rise with the sun! Pyroclastic surge!
Turn that frown upside down.
Fulfill our path!
Boring! Evil conquering!
C'est pas forcément ce que je voulais faire, mais ça marche plus.
Here!
Miss Yume Mizuki, you found me at last. Ah, and I see you've brought some friends with you. Please, forgive my lack of hospitality.
Emura Chuya. So it is you.
Mizuki was right after all. Paimon wasn't expecting him to be so polite, though.
Please, do not call me by that name anymore. The old me was plagued by negative emotions. But I have parted ways with them now. That period of my life is consigned to the past, and the name along with it.
You have to listen to me. There is no way to get rid of all your negative emotions. This life you're living now is a lie.
Your perspective is most amusing.
What's so funny? Don't you know you're harming people?
Harming people? That's what you believe? Very well. I understand and accept your perspective, even if you cannot afford me the same courtesy in return.
Ugh, what is up with him? He's being so calm and polite. So why does everything he says make Paimon want to punch him?
As you can see, Miss Yume Mizuki, all my psychological problems have been completely resolved. I must thank you for your attempts to diagnose my condition. But I see now that the truth is far simpler than you were proposing. All my misery was merely a consequence of human frailty. I could not hope to remove my emotional impurities on my own strength. I lived in fear and anger. Fear that I was not worthy of other people's attention. Anger at how they invalidated me. I became a slave to my emotions. They turned me into a wretched and loathsome creature. Hostile to everyone. But things are different now. I've acquired the ability to eradicate those emotions for good. No longer will I be afraid. Never again will I be stirred to anger. No. I am filled now with only one emotion, and that is happiness. I have become humanity perfected.
What I'm hearing is that you've developed your own unique understanding of psychological issues. So how about you play therapist this time? I have a couple of cases I'd love to hear your thoughts on.
I would be delighted.
The first is a soldier with poor control of his temper. He flies off the handle too easily, and it gets him into all sorts of trouble. This is having a significant impact on his daily life, and he's developed symptoms of depression as a result.
He simply needs to let go of his anger. Then he will surely find peace and happiness.
The second is a fisherman who's developed thalassophobia. Now he is unable to provide for his family, which is causing him immense anxiety.
Oh, of course. He must cast his fear far away and forget it ever existed. Then he can return to the sea at once.
I'm sorry, but you're wrong on both counts.
Oh?
The soldier's anger is rooted in his strongly held principles. Yes, his rage can make him reckless, but it also fuels his deep desire to stand against injustice. Losing his anger made him passive and apathetic. He now stands by and does nothing as bandits attack innocent people. The fisherman's fear made him one of the most reliable sailors around. Thanks to his cautiousness and diligence, accidents were a rare occurrence among his crew, despite the dangers of their profession. But after forgetting his fear, he destroyed the fruits of the entire crew's labor on his first return to the sea. Fascinating, isn't it? Anger gives people the courage to stand up for what they believe in, and fear nurtures care and attention. Emotions are integral to human dreams, and after many years of dealing with their dreams, the Yumekoi Baku have learned an important secret about human emotions. Negative emotions do not just go away. They will always be there. This is true for everyone.
Oui, madame.
Not only that, but their presence is essential. You can't have a healthy human psyche without negative emotion. So do you have any idea what you've done to those poor men?
What an amusing theory. In fact, I do remember those two. But I'm afraid that the only emotion I sense in them now is happiness. How can you believe that negative emotions are required for a healthy psyche? It's a laughable theory. Don't you remember how I was when we first met? You call that healthy?
Acknowledging that negative emotions exist doesn't mean giving them free rein over our minds and lives. Humans have a whole gamut of emotions. They're supposed to keep each other in balance. But if that balance gets disrupted, emotions start working against each other. Untethered rage cripples the capacity to be careful and considerate. Uncontained fear drives people to abandon beliefs they once held dear. The person you were when you first came to my practice only proves this further. You were dominated by your emotions. Under their influence, you deliberately inflicted pain on other people. Meanwhile, the person you are now is so lost that you aren't even aware of the pain you're bringing to others. This diagnosis is going to sound harsh, but I'm afraid it's accurate. You've simply gone from one extreme to another. You say you've reached perfection, but you're just as dysfunctional now as where you started.
How entertaining. Still, there's no need for me to argue back. You have failed to provoke me. I will forgive you for this offense, because I know my present perfection to be a fact. I have direct and incontrovertible evidence. You once told me that nightmares are the result of a buildup of negative emotions. But ever since I acquired my present abilities, I never had another nightmare again. Clearly, that proves that all of my negative emotions have been definitively eradicated.
I'm afraid not. Look where we are right now. We're inside your nightmare.
What?
No wonder! Paimon knew something was up the moment we arrived!
Je savais.
The enemies that we encountered were manifestations of his negative emotions. That can only happen in a nightmare.
No, that can't be.
It can't be.
That entity claimed it could remove your negative emotions. But all it did was separate them and store them deep in your subconscious, beyond your reach. There they were left to fester. Your situation is far worse than that of the other victims. It has deceived you at a much deeper level. You can't even perceive that at this very moment, you're in the middle of a nightmare.
How laughable. Fear? No. There is no fear left in me. This is all just a terrible joke. This is no dream. No.
Je sais, le déni.
Something's appeared behind him.
So, my arch nemesis has seen through my trickery. Clearly, you came prepared. The emotional cocoon I'd wrapped him in was all but impenetrable. Yet still, you managed to tear it down.
So it is you. Just as I thought.
What is that?
A nightmare monster. A fearsome yokai that was once the bane of Inazuma. We Yumekui Baku eat the nightmares of humans, while they called those nightmares their home. So we were natural enemies. When I heard the traveler recount that strange dream, I knew that this was a possibility. But it's still a shock to see one of our long-lost arch-enemies in the flesh. They were supposed to have gone extinct long ago.
Then allow me to formally introduce myself.
Voyons.
And I am the last of
Pourquoi tu dis que t'es le dernier de ton espèce? Est-ce que tu caches quelqu'un d'autre?
Karayume. That's a name I haven't heard in a long, long time. How have you survived all these years?
Likewise, Yumegazuki is a name that takes me back to a different age. Although I must say, we may be born enemies, but I have never felt any great animosity toward you personally. Ultimately, the fall of the nightmare monsters was the fault of our hosts. Humans are such fragile creatures.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no!
You run!
Catch up
You
to him.
run! You run! Run! Ah.
What's happening? Paimon's feeling dizzy all of a sudden.
That's the feeling of rejection. It's so strong. Quick! After him!
There he is! Right there! Whoa! What happened to all the paths?
He's repressing his emotions even harder.
There! He's got nowhere left to run! Whoa! What's happening to the ground?
Watch out!
On est tombé.
I used my powers to cushion our fall. Is everyone all right?
Don't worry, we've fallen from bigger heights before. The bigger issue here is that he got away and we were so close! Ugh.
We've been completely cut off. That creature has taken complete control of his consciousness. We'll never catch him.
Would it be easier if we wake up now and go catch him in the real world? If this is his nightmare, he must be asleep somewhere, right?
Remember the fragrance we smelled on our way in? That's how the monster lures people into the dream state. Now we're inside. We can't get out unless we manage to defeat him in his true form. He's turned Emarachuya's nightmare into his lair. There's only one way to force him into the open, and that's by finding a way to eat this nightmare.
Eat this nightmare? But is that even possible?
Not only is it possible, Paimon, it's quite literally my job.
Oh, Paimon knows that. It's just... We all saw what happened to Murasaki and Shion, and this nightmare is super intense.
Effectivement.
Paimon's worried this won't turn out well.
This monster has harmed too many people. We have to stop it.
Mais Mizuki!
It's okay. I knew what I was getting into. Let's get moving. We may not have caught him, but our chase wasn't in vain. He led us deep inside his dream. We should now be at the subconscious layer that makes up its core.
It's so dark.
That's what happens if you leave your negative emotions to fester. There must be a lot of emotional fragments in this place. We need to follow them one by one until we reach our destination.
Wait, but what is our destination?
Where the light is.
If I say it's your fault, it's your fault! Do you understand me? You shouldn't go running around with that stupid thing in your hand! Do you want to go hungry tonight?
Ugh, the atmosphere here is so oppressive. Is it anger or fear?
Be careful. Every time we draw near to one of these fragments, we'll experience the underlying emotion on a visceral level.
You, a writer? Didn't they reject you already? Get rid of this trash! Go find a real job!
Aw, poor guy. Paimon feels so bad for him.
We shouldn't stay here. Let's keep moving.
done! Another round? That guy? He never joins in with anything. Why should we go out of our way to invite him? Let's keep playing. Ignore him.
Wow, that's so sad.
Nope, not here either.
Hmm? Look, there's the light!
The light! Nous sommes un petit papillon de nuit.
What is this place?
Le déni.
It's his sorrow. Yes, sheer overwhelming sorrow. Human emotions exist in a delicate balance. When that balance is lost, negative emotions spiral out of control and go on to fuel nightmares. By isolating these negative emotions and allowing them to fester, that monster has completely destroyed his emotional balance. That's why he was able to create such a powerful nightmare. If we want to restore balance, we have to dispose of the excess negative emotion.
Oh, so that's what you mean when you talk about eating nightmares.
Well done, Paimon. Very clever.
Aw. Alright, what's the next step?
I need to find a way to separate the negative emotions out. For that, I need a special medium. Sorrow might just do the job. As long as it's kept in check, it can calm the waves of emotions and help him regain some measure of control.
Let it out, Chuya. Let the tears flow. You'll feel better after a good cry.
Je pense que ça
This
file pas,
process
hein.
will untangle his unbridled fear and anger, his unresolved resentment, and his unshakable despair. These excess emotions will be separated out from the rest. They are the source of this nightmare.
Mizuki!
It's all right. It's an unpleasant flavor, but I've tasted it thousands of times. A good cry can work wonders. Even though he seems beyond helping, I think he should be able to take another step out from the swamp of despair now.
Are you ready to come out now, Chuya? I'll be waiting for you right here, son. I'd love to listen to more of your stories whenever you're ready.
Bravo, Chuya. No.
All right. There goes that nightmare. Hopefully this marks the beginning of a sweeter dream.
Amazing! Suddenly, Paimon feels so relaxed and maybe even happy?
I thought I had found the perfect host, but you found the one weakness in his emotional armor.
Ah! He's back again!
Freeing a single host from my clutches changes nothing! You cannot stop me! I told you you are too late!
Monsieur! Monsieur!
Turn that frown upside down.
Et je suis... Ok.
What is this place?
Un nouveau rêve?
I can't believe it. He's brought us to the Borderland.
Borderland?
To put it simply, it's a dream within a dream. A space hidden deep within the collective Inazuman subconscious. A dream that can exist even without a host. This must be how that monster managed to survive the extinction of his kind. He hid here.
Mizuki, that eye.
He's trying to turn this place into a nightmare so he'll be more at home. And he's creating copies of himself. This place is connected to the dreams of every human in the nation. From here, he can place a copy of himself in every dream. If he succeeds, then he'll have effectively revived his kind already.
Then we know what we need to do. We gotta take this guy down. Do we think a sword will do the job?
Maybe, if we can get close enough to reach his core. But he's brought the nightmares of all his victims here, and that gives him an immense amount of power. Dealing with this many in one go is going to take a different approach. We need a power to rival his nightmares. The power of sweet dreams.
Sweet dreams?
Sweet dreams.
Where are we gonna find those?
Lost minds. There should be some around here, and some of them will have come from sweet dreams originally. Come on, follow me. Careful. We've got to move quietly. The nightmare monster has usurped control here. We need to stay out of his sight.
Ok, non. Il est pas compliqué par où que je passe. Oui.
Useless. Light of the blazing sun! Get to work! Bad dreams be gone!
Let the show begin. Ready, steady, go!
Not you two! Time to end them! Show no mercy! Wrath from the sky! Useless! Disappear! Here!
Swing, swing, swing. Swing, swing, swing.
Chasing Tanuki through the woods, and climbing trees to hunt for Oni Kabuto. Thank you for lending us your happiness.
Okay.
Useless!
On va attendre que j'ai mon autre boost.
Watching fireworks fly up into the sky and writing wishes on a prayer plaque. Thank you for sharing your passion.
All right, we've gathered enough power to proceed. Time to face him head on. The core should be just up ahead. This will be a tough fight.
Why? Are these sweet dreams not sweet enough?
I just wish we could have gathered some more. But these are all we could find in the immediate vicinity.
Dis-moi.
Which means we're running out of time. Our chances of success are shrinking by the minute. We have to act now.
No problem. We're ready to go.
Ready to go to Good Night Joe. Et là là.
Time to relax.
Time to relax.
The alacrity with which you walk into my trap surprises me. Do you not realize why I lured you here? Because this is my TV. The world where I rule.
Not yet it isn't. Incinerate! Fulfill our path! Cast your worries to the wind!
Bow, 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 bow.
Evil conquering!
Bow, 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 bow.
Here! Worthless! Here! Worthless! Now! Use the power of the good dreams!
I think you will find it to be quite
Je sais pas comment je suis censée utiliser le pouvoir des good dreams, mais chill. Ok, non le.
Incinerate! Ow, ow, ow! Eat Laline! Eat Papa!
Eat
Take
Papa.
me. Stars above. The flame burns
Ah.
on.
I'll protect us.
Lament! Here!
Hey Lottie, eat Papa.
Worthless! Here! Here!
Yeah, I did it.
I must confess, I am somewhat confused. Both of us bring happiness to humans now. Why must you still treat me as your enemy?
Oh, il veut juste
Because
être
the
ton
happiness
ami.
you provide is a lie. All you do is make them forget their negative emotions exist. And now they're living under the illusion that they're gone for good. All the while, these repressed feelings continue to fester in their subconscious, eventually becoming nightmares intense enough to become your home. Your kind has always thrived by magnifying your host's negative emotions for your own gain. What you're doing now is no different from what you've always done.
Incorrect. This time, I shall change the fate of my entire kind. When a human becomes dominated by their negative emotions, when they lose their ability to survive, that is how my kin died out. But
D'où t'es autodélulu.
instead, turning them into the perfect hosts, capable of surviving no matter how dire the situation in their subconscious gets. This is the path to a revived
You do realize what that means, don't you? You've gone from one extreme to the other.
Oh, I'm perfectly aware. There is nothing you can say that I do not already know. For over all the years that your kind has been learning about the human mind, I have been hiding here, watching and learning from the fruits of your labor. But I'm afraid I could not care less for the moral burdens that you impose upon yourselves. The health of the human psyche is of precisely zero interest to me. Now here is a question well worth thinking about. If we allowed the humans themselves to decide, which of us would they really choose? You or me?
You or your crew?
Do you see now? I won this battle long before you ever set foot inside.
Non mais moi je suis un humain, tu peux demander mon avis à moi.
He's growing stronger, but we've exhausted the power of the sweet dreams already.
Nous avons besoin de plus de beaux rêves.
Even if we could find more sweet dreams now, it still wouldn't be enough.
If you accept that negative emotions are an immutable presence in the human mind, then you must also know that such emotions include apathy and sloth. Without the Yumekibaku there to hold their hand and walk them through dream regulation therapy, do you honestly think that anyone would ever be inclined to embrace the negative emotions? No, they would sooner run from reality to forget all about their troubles and live inside an illusion.
But the whole reason I wanted to become a psychologist.
It's okay.
Traveler. These feelings.
Wow.
So that's how they should taste. Longing, caused by separation. So bitter, and yet the experience led to a whole new journey for you. If you keep pressing on, maybe even more precious memories await. Despair, caused by failure. Icy cold, and yet in conquering this despair, you gained the courage to face the lightning. Regret, caused by missed opportunity, a harsh aftertaste. And yet it's only through that loss that we can learn to appreciate everything we have. And after all these flavors comes sweetness, passion, and refreshed hope. So that's why I was able to taste a sweet dream at our first meeting. Long before you ever met me. You'd already gained the courage to never avoid or run away from your feelings. And all your nightmares had become the fuel for sweeter dreams. The power that you have gained by processing everything from your long journey is surely far stronger than any power wielded by that creature. The whole
le pouvoir de
reason I
l'amitié.
wanted to become a psychologist was to try and help people become someone like you.
Le pouvoir de l'amitié, mon rêve, c'est un petit lapin en guimauve. Ah! Ok, je sais pas qu'il fallait que je me batte.
Your dream is so powerful.
Traveler, give him all you've got.
Choo, 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 choo.
Bellowing thunder.
Twing, twing, twing. Twing, 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 twing.
Thunderclap.
J'essaie de voir si j'ai pas un pet à côté de... Ah, c'est ça. Ah, ok, c'est ça que je mange les gâteaux. Je sais pas, il y a tellement de trucs qui se passent à l'écran qu'on rit. Ok, oui, j'ai Mizuki à côté de moi. J'ai un petit pet à côté de moi. Et là là. Impossible.
Once the false dream he created has been destroyed, I can make sure all his victims make a full recovery. I don't think I ever would have been able to do this without your help.
Don't mention it.
You shall join my ancestors in death. You and my failure of a host.
What? He's still not dead? Wait, does anyone else hear water? Where is that coming from?
Maybe he made his host build some kind of device in the underwater cave. Once he realized we were onto him, he decided to sacrifice his host.
So you mean we're in danger in the real world too?
We've got to wake up.
But how? Like, pinch ourselves?
This should be high enough. Traveler, Paimon, jump.
De sauter de où? De quand? De comment?
If you're afraid, then just take my hand and close your eyes.
J'imagine qu'on doit pas les ouvrir avant que vous le disiez.
Just like the last time.
Ok, madame. Adieu! I'm underwater. Please help me. Est-ce qu'on va se réveiller ou c'est comme ça que le jeu finit? I'm underwater. On n'a pas ramené Payman.
Hold on tight. The Yomeku Ibaku are getting to work.
Wow. Wow, tellement de petits soporifiques. Wow, c'est comme le marchand de sable dans le réveil des gardiens. Ce mélange entre réponse puis le réveil des gardiens. Je sais pas, Inazuma, ils ont vraiment un trip avec le fait de voler, genre. Chouing. Yeah, c'est enfin fini. Heureusement que j'ai la prévoyance de leur demander l'aide, sinon c'est moi qui serais en train de souffrir d'une indigestion ce soir. Mais bon, elles vont aider, j'espère.
They were very delicious. Traveler, could I pick your brain with another question? What do you think humans tend to have more of? Happy dreams or bad ones?
Happy dreams.
If only that were true. Most people struggle to deal with their negative emotions. They bottle them up inside until they festered and turned into nightmares. As a result, humans have far more bad dreams than good ones, and most happy dreams are short and fleeting. They are so rare that it's basically impossible for them to be shared with others. Heck, there are even people out there who only have the mind space to have happy dreams after they've given us their bad ones. Which is all to say that the dreams we get to taste are usually bad ones. No matter how hard we try, we can't seem to change this state of affairs. I once believed the only reason we Yumeko Baku existed was to serve as a disposal method for nightmares. It's a fate that we cannot escape, no matter how many dreams we eat or how many years pass by. Even though I call myself a clinical psychologist, I also have dark thoughts sometimes. I suppose that's the only problem I have. Still, after learning the principles of psychology, I came up with a new way to look at all of this. If we can use psychotherapy to help people come to terms with their emotions, they'll gain the ability to deal with their nightmares on their own, so they'll no longer need to call upon us for assistance. That way, more and more people can free up their minds for truly happy dreams, until there'll be enough to share around.
C'est un beau souhait.
A naive one, more like. Even though I've run this business for quite a long time now, it still hasn't come true. Not even once. So I must thank you, because after meeting you, I finally became sure that my wish is achievable.
Aww.
And knowing that is all the treatment I need against the dark thoughts I sometimes have.
Ding, 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 ding,
There you are!
ding.
Paimon's been looking everywhere for you, too!
Paimon.
Paimon was just watching the Baku eat the nightmares. They got really full and started rolling around on their tummies. It was so cute. Anyway, that's why Paimon fell behind. Got a little distracted watching them. Oh, and speaking of Baku, we were gonna book another appointment with you, weren't we? Remember? Before we got caught up in all those nightmare shenanigans?
It's a little late for that now. Ask me again tomorrow.
Oh.
Still, the night is young. Wanna stay here and watch the moon with me for a little longer?
Huh?
Et on a fini la quête. Dun, 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 dun. Pourquoi j'ai pas le cadeau? Pourquoi j'ai pas mon cadeau?
The moon sure is beautiful tonight.
Stop dragging me! Don't drag me. Allez, essaie de me draguer. Mon cadeau! Es-tu toujours dans ton arbre? Non. Elle n'est plus dans son arbre. Touk, touk, touk.
Useless. Useless.
Madame, j'aimerais reprendre rendez-vous, s'il vous plaît.
Excuse me. Hello. Please come register over here.
What's going on? Why are there so many guests? Had I known, I'd have definitely turned some of them back.
Oh, it looks like business is booming with Amura Ichigensai out of the picture. And it's good to see that Murasaki and Shion are well on the road to recovery.
Morning, you two. Want to make an appointment?
Yes, please. For today, if possible.
Then I better get you another VIP pass. You're our most important customers, after all.
No.
Awesome! In that case, very important Paimon would like to start with the fine dining this time.
Oh my. Imagine if you'd taken my advice and sold your shares the other day. It could have cost you dearly now that business is booming again. I hope you're not too upset with me, old friend.
Why would I be upset? It's not as if I ever took your suggestion seriously.
Oh, I've missed that way with words. So affectionate.
Would it kill you to not sneak up on people every darn time?
Morning, little ones. Did you enjoy the scenery last night?
Hihi. Quoi, vous m'espionnez?
Hardly. That tree was directly beneath the Grand Narukami Shrine. What was I supposed to do? Move the entire shrine to give you some privacy?
Oui.
Is there a reason you're here, Lady Guji?
Mostly because I felt like a walk. But I do have a message from the Tenryo Commission to pass on as it happens. The gentleman who your fellow Yumeku Ibaku fished out of the water last night is no longer in a critical condition. Although his mind seems to have regressed to that of a young child.
It could have been worse, I suppose. Lady Guji, I owe you my thanks. Without your help, things might have gone a lot less smoothly yesterday.
Je n'ai rien dit.
Come on, Miko. You've always been worse than me at keeping secrets. I admit that I feel inferior around you, and have an urge to prove myself. How could I not? But maybe these feelings are what have driven me to take this business as far as I have. My sense of inferiority keeps my ego in check, and my desire to prove myself gives me the strength to persevere. I'm able to accept these parts of me for what they are. There's no need for you to tiptoe around them.
Oh, you could have told me sooner. The poor traveler here has been doing all my running around for me.
True. But then again, without the traveler's help, you'd have been placed in a difficult position. Emira Ichigensai had amassed a huge following. For the Guji of the Grand Narukami Shrine to publicly go against him would have been a dangerous move. An angry mob of zealots could have done some serious damage to the shrine's reputation. Much safer for the Guji not to get personally involved. It was the right decision.
While that's all true, my main concern was that I didn't want to upset an old friend. Otherwise, I could have taken a much more direct approach.
Miko.
I always seem to forget that you're more cunning and less adorable than you look. Seems like my worries about upsetting you were unfounded.
It's not that I don't get upset. Everyone has their fair share of troubles, but every sorrow has its cure. Here's your new VIP pass. Please take good care of it.
Merci. Est-ce que je peux avoir mes récompenses maintenant? Yay! Autofocus 2. Mais ça sera pour une autre fois. On va les faire. Hihihi. Donc, merci beaucoup d'avoir été présent pour ce live. Oh my god. Qui fonctionne encore? Est-ce que YouTube fonctionne encore? J'ai comme quitté la page YouTube tantôt. I am still alive. Oh my god, I'm still in live. Chut. Hihihi. Donc, merci beaucoup d'avoir été présent pour ce live. On se revoit le mercredi pour soit Jedi, soit la suite de Life is... pas Life is Strange, Lost Record. Et je vous souhaite une bonne nuit, une bonne journée, une bonne semaine. C'était Liki. À la prochaine.